And we're back. The DC always has to happen once, doesn't it? Okay. I'm not sure exactly when it disconnected, though, so... I know I'm pretty sure I was still connected when I made the conceptualization check, right, Karis? Did you guys see me succeed at this check? Or was I already disconnected by then? I just need to know where to pick up so I know everything you guys missed. I was about to commit to it. Okay, thank you. So, I made the check. Succeeded. Concentration makes you squint your eyes. Your name should be deep gold and orange, like a forest fire looming on the horizon, but mixed with the stench of liquor rising from your breath. You're 2 steps closer to it, but there are still many to go. So I went with I don't really know my name. Okay then. He processes the information, then disregards it. It looks like we had a little scheduling error on Sunday. Saturday too, actually. Have you had time to talk to the manager here? Rhetoric check. This was an automatic one, I didn't click anything. What he means is he has been trying to meet up with you for 2 days, but you have been otherwise occupied. There must be some kind of a misunderstanding. You're taking me for someone else. No, I haven't. You mean him? Nod toward the cafeteria manager. Yeah, I just talked to him.
If you don't mind, we should talk to him again. Ask him for a rundown of the area. Now that I'm here as well. I understand the scene is out back, right? It also wouldn't hurt to assure him the police are finally here. In full force, I mean. Have you mapped out the initial interviews?
Yes, the police. I'm aware I'm a policeman. What interviews? I have. Yes. I haven't. What interviews? I haven't.
Okay. We'll have time for that after we take a look at the coroner's case. Have you removed the dead body from the tree?
Dead body? I don't like dead bodies. Look, man, yeah. No. Completely. No.
So, the body is still in the tree.
This is the first time you detect a weariness in the lieutenant's voice. It is obvious he would have preferred for the body to no longer be in the tree.
Empathy. Very good. Alright.
Where it has been hanging for 7 days straight. We should go there as soon as we are done talking to the owner.
What if I told you I'm not really a police officer? How can you be so sure I'm from the police? But I can't remember anything. What were we supposed to do again? Let's get going then. Move on. What if I told you I'm not really a police officer?
We all feel that way sometimes. What remains is that there is a dead body in the tree. Someone has to figure out who put it there. If we don't, no one else will.
And then, soon after, dead bodies would be dangling from all the trees.
Another victory for logic.
But first, we have to take it down.
How can you be so sure I'm from the police?
I was sent here to meet a detective from Precinct 41. You have the insignia of the Citizens Militia on your sleeve and on your back.
He points to your jacket.
I suppose you could be impersonating him. You could have gotten the insignia from the black market or forged it. But for now, I'm going to set those possibilities aside. I'm not from the Inspectorate General.
The worst response.
Inspectorate General means internal affairs. What he's saying is, he's not from the Rat Squad and isn't supposed to suspect such things.
Ah, you mean the Rat Squad. You mean internal affairs?
Yes, but I'm not them. I'm from criminal investigation.
You said insignia. These white rectangles, you mean? Point to your sleeve. Or okay then. You said insignia. These white rectangles, you mean? Point to your sleeve.
Yes.
But they're just white rectangles.
They're not just white rectangles. They bear a halogen watermark with the letters RCM and a pattern resembling the street grid of Revachol West. I would ask you to step into the headlights of my motor carriage, but again, it's none of my concern. I just need you to do your job.
But shouldn't I have a badge or something? Check your pockets.
You mean you don't have a badge?
Pretend you found it. I have my badge. I'm a policeman, and I have my badge. It was not on me when I woke up.
Losing your identification card is a serious matter. My vehicle has a shortwave. You can use it to report your badge missing. I would advise you to locate it as quickly as possible. But getting the body down should still take precedence.
So we got a task, find our missing badge. But I can't remember anything.
I can see you drank last night and the night before, and that you are still drunk now. But I have seen officers go through worse. Much worse.
He says after a moment of silence.
If you need something for your headache, there is a general store nearby. But as I said, the dead body should be our #1 concern.
What were we supposed to do again?
Talk to the manager. Then we go out back and take the body down.
Let's go.
After you, officer.
Task gained. Interview cafeteria manager. Task gained. Inspect victim's body.
Lieutenant Kitsuragi is now in your party. You can talk to him whenever by interacting with him.
Hooray! Report your badge missing. You need to report your missing badge to the 41st Precinct as soon as possible. The lieutenant said that you can use the radio in his motor car to call your station. Interview cafeteria manager. The cafeteria manager of the Whirling in Rags might know something about the murder that happened in the yard. Ask him about it. Inspect victim's body. Inspect the body hanging in the backyard of the Whirling in Rags. This is a preliminary inspection. You just need to suppress the urge to throw up and approach it. Alright, very good. Let's talk to Kim again.
Yes?
Tell me about the case.
What do you want to know?
Literally anything about it. I can't remember a single thing.
Maybe you can tell me what you do know, to help me narrow it down a bit.
I know literally nothing about it. Only what you told me before.
Do you want me to brief you?
Brief. Yes, that sounds good. No, wing it. Brief. Yes, that sounds good.
3 days ago, the RCM Emergencies Desk received a report about a security guard who was found hanged in Martinez. An anonymous caller said there was a dead body behind the Whirling in Rags hostel cafeteria. The cadaver had been there for 4 days. No one had come to investigate. During that time, the victim had been stripped of his belongings. The caller did not identify him, but used the word lynching. There is an ongoing labor dispute between the local dock workers and the logistics company Wild Pines. I was told we should approach the death as part of this dispute.
Who was the caller? Wait, does the briefing say who the victim was?
A security guard or worker of some sort, hired by Wild Pines. This was just hearsay from Martinez, of course. We need to find out the truth.
Who was the caller?
To find him or her is one of our tasks here. For now, all we know is that the tone was muffled, using a device of some sort. The desk could identify neither the caller's age nor sex.
Why hide themselves?
There's a strong prejudice against involving the RCM in what's seen as union matters. The dock workers' union is the de facto police in Martinez. Now it appears they've started executing too. We cannot allow that.
Hold on, and the RCM is? Of course, yes, I understand everything now. Let me just make this perfectly clear. Our job here is to find the killer. I still don't understand anything. Hold on, and the RCM is?
That's us, the Revachol Citizens Militia. We're the police in this city.
The RCM, or the Revachol Citizen Militia, is the police force you and him are part of. A self-organized peace corps of the occupied city of Revachol. The RCM operates within a legal twilight, yet its authority is rarely questioned. It's super useful to know this.
Of course, yes, I understand everything now. Let me just make this perfectly clear. Our job here is to find the killer.
That's right.
Secret task complete. Ask Kim to tell you about the case. 15 XP. Can we go over the preliminary info again? Would you say this is a mysterious case?
No, it's not a particularly mysterious case.
The lieutenant considers your question a moment before answering. Why not?
The deceased is a security guard for a corporation involved in a labor dispute. It doesn't take a DeLorean polymath to put the pieces together. I just don't see the case getting more mysterious than that.
I was thinking something otherworldly might be involved. You know, something supernatural. White male in his 40s, what more do you need? Personally, I think labor disputes are very mysterious. Okay, so the case probably isn't mysterious, but could it be sexy? White male in his 40s, what more do you need?
I'm relieved that you agree.
He says, then pauses.
Anyhow, let's get back to the case. Was there anything else you wanted to know?
If we're from different... Can we go over the preliminary info again? That actually feels like it's going to waste time I don't want to waste. If we're from different precincts, why are we on the same case?
I'm afraid you and I are pawns in a...
Maybe I'll do it in a minute.
competition.
What do you mean?
You don't know? I assumed you were in on it.
His eyes narrow. I don't remember being in on anything. Tell me about it. You know what I'm in on? Retrograde amnesia.
Better still than an imbecilic cop-off.
Cop-off? Tell me about it. Cop-off?
It's just stupidity. We shouldn't waste any more time on it. If you want my take, ask me after we've inspected the victim.
You should tell me now. This seems relevant. Let it go.
Was there anything else you wanted to know about the case?
We got a task called the pissing competition. Let's do this, actually. Can we go over the preliminary info again?
You mean like a brief? Do you want me to brief you again?
No, I'll wing it.
There's no reason to wing anything. If you didn't get the brief, that's okay. I did. 3 days ago, the RCM Emergencies Desk received a report. During that time, the victim had been stripped of his belongings. To find him, or there's a strong prejudice against involving the RCM in what's seen as
Of course.
human matters.
Yes.
The
I understand everything now.
Just to be clear, we are police officers. It's our job to find the killer. That's the case. Uncover and arrest the killer.
Actually, I have all I need for now.
Good.
Tell me about the case again.
What do you want to know?
Actually, I have all I need for now. I think you should know that I can't remember anything.
No response. He just arches his brow. He's having trouble processing it, believing it even.
Okay, forget it. I feel like I must repeat this. I don't remember anything. There was heavy drinking involved.
Have you tried concentrating on something other than your personal affairs?
There is a sudden, harsh edge to his voice, like he's tired of hearing about your personal affairs.
What's wrong with personal affairs, so what should I concentrate on? But I'm completely lacking in basic information about even this organization we're in. Can you help me? I'm afraid this is a medical situation. Move on. Fine. Let it be. What's wrong with personal affairs?
Not a fan. It's just the nature of lieutenancy.
The RCM deploys a self-styled structure called the Decomptage as its chain of command. Every lieutenant is responsible for 2 sergeants and 8 officers. That means the average lieutenant has to deal with quite a few personal affairs. Even you know this.
So what should I concentrate on?
Try work, the case at hand. It can work miracles.
But I'm completely lacking in basic information about even this organization we're in. Can you help me?
Fine. We should get through this day first. Off hours begin at 9 p.m. If you're still having trouble then, I can give you an orientation.
So we got a task, end of day debrief with Kim. I'm afraid this is a medical situation.
Really? You look fine to me.
The lieutenant gives you a look, thorough, as if performing triage. Okay then. I'm talking serious, unbelievable damage here. I saw myself in the mirror and had no idea who I was.
This psychodrama is unbecoming of an officer.
Clearly, he prefers to think you're malingering. He cannot fathom that anyone could drink so much as to retroactively erase their entire life.
Okay then. It's not psychological. Some sort of major brain damage has occurred on an unprecedented scale.
Then you should consider seeking medical attention. You can use the radio in my kinema to call your station's Lazareth. Was there anything else you wanted?
We got Call Your Station's Lazareth. I want to talk about you.
Me?
Yes, you.
I don't see how my life is pertinent to the investigation.
You're right. What's there to know about a lame binoclard? Come on, Lieutenant, open up a little. We'll work better together if we have more rapport.
That's a fair point. Alright, for the good of the investigation, what do you want to know?
You're wearing glasses.
That's correct.
You feel a slight urge to put the lieutenant down for this, but you can't quite muster enough to...
Physical instrument. Legendary failure. Just observing. No, I don't. Glasses are cool, I guess.
I guess you don't need glasses, then.
You don't look like other people around here.
That's because I'm half Seolite, or quarter. My father's father was from Seoul. So was my grandmother, but from my mother's side. It's not an interesting topic.
Okay then. What is Seoul?
It's a part of the world, officer. A geopolitical entity, and a geographic division. I told you it wouldn't be interesting.
Seoul is a protectionist, isolationist, pan-Isolari state west of the Insulindian Isola. Actually, it's quite interesting. Some would even say mysterious.
Okay, I guess it's not interesting then. Yeah, River's getting a drink. Loudly, I suppose. I can't hear her through the headphones, but you're only making it sound uninteresting. I still want to know more about Seoul.
You're barking at the wrong tree. I don't speak a word of Seolite. I've never met either one of my grandparents, and I've never been to Seoul. I'm a regular Revacholier.
He seems almost proud of these things. Tell me a secret about yourself.
No.
The lieutenant narrows a single eyebrow. Ask again. Oh, okay.
The lieutenant nods.
Do you ever talk with yourself?
What do you mean?
You know, when you're thinking, do you ever have conversations with, like, your brain?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
The lieutenant's conceptualization skills must be one of the rudimentary.
Hell yeah!
The lieutenant is a police officer of the old school. His concerns are material and extrinsic. But this isn't an old school case.
I get it. You're one of those old school detectives. Nod respectfully. So how do you tap the side of your head? So you're saying your brain never just chimes in with advice or warnings or anything?
I can't say that it does, no. When I need to think, I just use my notebook.
The lieutenant produces his small blue notebook and idly thumbs through a few pages. We all have our different mediums. His is written.
That's all for now.
Good. Let's change the subject.
You seem to be following me.
Excuse me?
Nothing, just an observation. What if I want to work this case alone? Beat it, you're cramping my style.
You have a distinctive way of walking. If I were to walk in front of you, we would surely collide.
He's looking for the right words. Let it go. What do you mean, distinctive?
I hope you don't take this the wrong way. It's just a collegial observation. In the 57th, we call it the Jamrock Shuffle. Officers from Jamrock's 41st Precinct tend to move a bit erratically.
How's that?
They say it's a scene-clearing technique developed by one of your lieutenants for gathering evidence. It's erratic, yet thorough. Prioritizes containers.
He ain't wrong! You're kidding me? Why containers? Okay then, that's racist. I don't prioritize containers. You're kidding me? Why containers?
I don't know. Containers contain, I guess. I'm making assumptions. We should move on.
Passing along frivolous interdepartmental stereotypes is not usually his oeuvre. He regrets bringing it up.
Nothing. Leave. Alright. So, the pissing competition. Apparently, there was a pissing match between Precinct 41, yours, and Precinct 57, Kim's. Ask Kim about this after the initial inspection of the dead body is done. Like drunk kung fu, but as a detective. End of day debrief with Kim. Now this little clock to the side means we can't do it at the current time. We need to wait for some time to pass. Kim can answer any lingering questions you may have about the case and the RCM. Join him on the Whirling in Rags balcony after 2200 when you're calling it a day. Call your station's Lazarus. Kim suggested you call the station Lazarus in order to sort out your health issues. You can use his motor carriage to make the call, although you don't feel hopeful. Yes, the time system is pretty important. Ask him to tell you about the case. Police officers, because this was a secret task, we haven't read it yet. Police officers get briefed about the cases they're given. Sometimes they forget the briefing, though, and need to be briefed again. Click on Kim and ask him about the case. Very good. Alright. Actually, let's go in this order first. A bottle of rum has been knocked over. Beautiful dark liquid is spilling out. I should have had a thought bubble there. Wonder if I missed it. There it is. A bottle of rum has been knocked over. Beautiful dark liquid is spilling out.
That rum stain on the counter makes you teary-eyed with joy. It's almost touching how syrupy and sticky it is. How long have you been up already?
Well, we actually know. We've been up about an hour and 15 minutes. An hour? 2 hours? Pretty long. It's drink o'clock. Not now. An hour?
Sweet Lord, a whole hour. And you haven't thought about rum and lemonade in all that time? You've truly extinguished all trace of yourself.
I've been secretly thinking about it all this time. Maybe later. Now that you mention it, I do need a rum and lemonade. I'd love for Gart to serve me up a beverage. Actually, should I be thinking about this? Looks like drinking hasn't turned out too well for me.
Maybe you haven't turned out well for your drinking. Think about that. Get your down rum and lemonade into yourself, boy. Lick that stain off the counter.
Lick it, but only a little. Lick it. Don't lick it.
What happened, man? You used to be cool. Go get your boring normal person drink then. Get your drink on and your act together.
Task gained. Find booze and drink it. The hangover feels really bad. You have to take the edge off. Find a bottle of alcohol, put it in your hand, equip it in the held slot in your inventory, and the magic will happen by its own. Okay, very good. Alright. Let's go have a talk. Let's talk to the manager again, now that it's a task.
The man with the unimpressive beard notices you approaching. He drops the ledger he was holding and turns to the lieutenant.
Okay, before we do this dialogue, I need to run and take a quick restroom break. I will be right back. Sorry, River. Alright, here we go. Onward.
Mr. Gart, right? You run this place.
The lieutenant glances into his little notebook.
Yes.
He responds tersely.
I am Kim Kitsuragi from Precinct 57. This is an inter-district investigation, so joining me from Precinct 41...
He looks to you, realizing he still doesn't know your name. The Harbinger of Ruin. What is gold and orange like a forest fire, but smells like liquor? I'm currently in between names. Can I have a drink? Say nothing.
Are you kidding me?
Kim is about to say something. Let him. No, man, help me out. What is gold and orange and smells like liquor?
Right. Now, I know it took us a while to arrive at the scene. It also took you a while to call us and report the dead body. It was you who placed the call, yes?
No, I only just got here. It was probably Sylvie who called you. She usually works the bar here. I'm only temporarily taking over her duties.
Do you have her number?
As a matter of fact, I do.
He looks behind a pile of coasters, finds a slip of paper, and hands it to the lieutenant. New task: who made the call reporting the crime?
You said you just got here. From where? Are you a local?
What, of Martinez? No, I live in Jamrock. I only sometimes come here to keep an eye on the place. This is just one of the many cafeterias I manage.
Didn't he tell us it was 3?
But you still know your way around, yes? In case we need directions.
Yes, I know where some things are, but as I said, I don't live here. I just used to work here. And I'm not going to start working here again, if that's what you think.
I didn't imply that. Detective.
He turns to you.
He probably means this is where you step in and ask your questions.
Play the fool. Who, me? No, I'm good. Pass on the questions. Right then. Questions. I got
His
this.
face expresses profound doubt in your having this.
You know, I actually can't think of a single thing. Where exactly is the body? Who killed him? Why did Sylvie go away? Where exactly is the body?
Behind this building, there's a courtyard. They hoisted him up on a tree there.
He points to the kitchen behind him. And how do we get there, then?
That's easy. See that door there? First you exit through that. Then to your right, you should see a big hole in the fence. A really big one. You can get to the courtyard through there. No need for the keys. The hole is big enough for the Franco-Nigerian cavalry to fit through.
He points to the west. Who killed him?
I don't know who killed him. I'm not the police. That's your job.
Did you kill him? I have another question. I feel like directly asking if he killed him is actually a really bad idea.
The lieutenant turns the page in the little notebook he's been scribbling in.
Why did Sylvie go away?
Haven't you asked me that already? What is it with you and this woman? She has nothing to do with this.
You're right. No, before I asked you where. Now I'm asking you why she left.
Okay, you got me. She went away because of the dead body out back. And because I asked for her number. That's why Sylvie went away. I hope you appreciate that.
5 XP.
Thank you.
The lieutenant says. He opens his little notebook at the cover. The number is safely tucked away in a small pocket. Mystery solved. Didn't go well?
I asked an employee out. She didn't want to come, but felt obliged to. It was a bad idea. Now, what is so goddamn fascinating about that for you? It's got nothing to do with the lynching.
You're right. I probably shouldn't have asked. I don't know. I just went for it. Everything has something to do with everything. I guess I like to be thorough. This stuff gets on my nerves. I am a feminist.
What?
I'm not a feminist. I just wanted to see the look on your face. Do you have a phallus in your ear? I said I'm a feminist. That's right. If there's one thing I know about myself, it's that I'm a total raging feminist. You heard me.
Is that so? Mr. Feminist?
He catches the rest before it leaves his mouth, probably thinking it's best not to say anything. Thought gained. Inexplicable feminist agenda. It's our first thought.
You've gained a thought. When this dialogue is over, go to your thought cabinet and internalize it for special bonuses and effects.
That's all.
Let's go.
35 XP. Task complete. Interview cafeteria manager.
Not so fast, Mr. Feminist. You owe me 130 real.
What's real? Savoir faire. Medium. 10. Slip away unnoticed. I don't know you shit.
Oh, you don't owe me shit. Well, officer, you're right. You don't owe me shit, you owe me money.
We do not need to assert ourselves here. We only need instructions from him. This is the proprietor, remember?
No, he called me a... Oh, he called me a feminist. I misread because of the number of asterisks. Well, alright, calm down. What is this about? Sounded like extortion to me.
You know, I get this all the time. Some hobo comes in here, or some backpacking arsehole off the boat. The next day, when they can't make their fees, they get aggressive. I just never thought I'd be in this shit with a cop. Please, just give me the money.
You're under arrest. What do I owe this place for? But what exactly is money?
What are you, brain damaged?
No, I'm just getting my bearings. Since I woke up, I have trouble remembering even the most basic concepts of reality. Actually, I might be.
Money is what grown-up people use to pay for things. Things like this hostel room, or 8 bottles of potent blend, and 9 packs of Royal Extra. We use it for everything, really.
He peeks into the ledger. Where can I get money? Why do I need it? I don't think I have any money. Where can I get money?
Are you serious? From your work? I don't know. You can take bribes, I guess. I'm sorry. I don't think cops can take bribes.
He looks at the lieutenant.
Some do take recompense, but only to survive.
The lieutenant is dead serious. Why do I need... Real is the Brazilian currency? Oh, I had no idea. I mean, this is a fictional setting, of course, but I didn't even know that was real currency. I assumed it was part of the fiction. Why do I need it?
For survival, to pay me. Unless you want to become a hobo. Do you want to become a hobo? There's nowhere else to stay in Martinez, and it's a cold spring outside. Money doesn't make you happy, but it lets you be unhappy for a while longer.
Good lord, ain't that the truth? Gart just dropped a bar.
If you run out of money, you die. It's like that for all of us. Me too. That's why I need you to pay me. I'm not an asshole.
He stops and says, mostly to himself, I don't think I have any money. Proceed. That's atomic bomb deep.
There's a shuffle of nylon as Lieutenant Kitsuragi looks for something in the pockets of his orange bomber. That's Cop 4. I haven't offered to pay because I don't have any money either.
What do I owe this place for? What happens now?
Let's see. 3 nights at a tariff of 20 real comes to 60 real. Then there's the window you annihilated. The hole in the window was the first thing I saw when I came to work. So don't try to tell me you didn't. That will be 40 real in damages.
He dramatically turns a page in the ledger.
Another thing you've annihilated is half the bar. You've run a tab of 30 real. Actually more, but we'll round it down to 30 for your hard work maintaining the stability and order of Revachol. That's 60 plus 40 plus 30 equals 130 real. And yes, real is still money.
This is one of the only games I've ever played where I actually do feel compelled not to pick certain dialogue options. I'm not gonna be corrupt and tell him he's under arrest. What happens now?
I'm sorry, but he has to pay. I can't let him stay here any longer if he doesn't. If he doesn't have the money by tonight, then...
He turns to the lieutenant. He shrugs.
Officer, maybe you're better off working this from home for now. You live in Jamrock, right? It's not that far away.
Isn't there somewhere else I can stay around here? I don't have a home. I don't remember where my home is. Fuck this place. I'll take my chances on the streets. Or I'll see what I can do. I don't remember where my home is.
Officer, you really need to take this up with your station. I have a shortwave radio in my car. Call them. Ask for assistance. We have to get this investigation started now.
A pattern of creases appears on his forehead.
Good luck.
Task gained, pay for damages. The man wants to say something, then thinks better of it. Who made the call reporting the crime? Someone reported the hanging to the RCM. Maybe if you find out who it was, it may shed new light on the events. You have an idea where to start, but the caller could have been anyone. Call Sylvie using Kim's shortwave to ask whether she made the call. Pay for damages. You need to pay for the damages you caused in the whirling in rags, or you won't have a place to stay tonight. Ask around for money and be careful with your spending. If you're unsure about how much you owe, ask Gart. And we finished interview the cafeteria manager. Let's do the thought bubble first.
Where is home? The address is coming up blank, and this place sure isn't it.
Discard thought. I really don't remember.
But you've been at this hostel cafeteria for only 3 nights. Where were you before? You had to be somewhere.
I don't know. Near? South, maybe. Far away? Up on Marvel Hill.
Why did you say that?
These are just synapses firing. It doesn't mean anything. The name must have some meaning for me. Lieutenant Kitsuragi, do you know a place called Marvel Hill?
No. But isn't that an expression, not a place?
He thinks for a moment. An expression?
A saying. Up on Marvel Hill, a great high place. One that is impossible to climb back to.
That doesn't sound like somewhere you can stay if you run out of money.
I'll live in a dumpster. I don't care. Fuck everything. Hobo cop. Could I trace the way back somehow to the exact street, the exact number on a building?
You can try. Run some addresses in your head when you get the time. Maybe a street or an apartment will appear.
Alright. This thought is also not really worth doing. But, well, neither of these are, but we'll look at them because the thought cabinet's open now. Inexplicable feminist agenda. So, the way the thoughts work is once you pick one to internalize, you can see the research time there. That's in-game research time, not real research time. And whatever this buff or debuff is applies for the duration of that time. And once it's done, it locks into one of the slots I have. You can see right now I have 3 open ones. We can ultimately expand it up to 12. As we level up and gain skill points, we can either raise character stats, or we can gain thought cabinet slots, or we can unequip a thought, or unequip a thought we've internalized and equip a different one. But this means, you could end up burning through your precious skill points really, really fast if you put in thoughts that you don't. If you put in thoughts you end up needing to discard. So we'll have to be careful. So we're not going to start internalizing either one of these. But what's cool about the thoughts you don't internalize is you can temporarily equip them, start the work on internalizing them, and then drop it once you do whatever the skill check is. So, like, for example, we'll equip this, internalize this sometimes just to get the +2 authority against men, and then whenever we're out of the conversation, we'll drop it back off immediately, that kind of thing. But whether we internalize them or not, we're going to check out the thoughts. Problem. Solution. Problem. Something stirs in you, something interdisciplinary. Is it a newly formed reaction to the tyrannical gender roles around you, or something you've always had? One thing is for sure, you are not a mild feminist. Oh no, these are incendiary thoughts aimed at undermining the very pillars of society. Could you fashion them into some sort of weapon, perhaps? A first strike weapon to decapitate the XY chromosome hegemony. And Lonesome Long Way Home. Temporary research bonus, +1 encyclopedia, factual memory returns. Research time, 6 hours, 5 minutes. Problem solution. Let's rewind. Let's trace your drunken steps back home. Jump across the raised channel bridge southwest of here. Fall over. Get up. Get off the asphalt in 20 minutes. Shuffle your feet through courtyards, scaring little children. Go under the great raised motor tract, the 881, until you reach Le Domaine Eminent in North Jamrock. The streets are frozen this time of year, caked with ice. Walk down Main to Perdition. There's a side alley there and your footprints in the mud. Alright. That's all of it so far, but we can talk to Gart one more time.
Can I help you?
He arches an eyebrow. So about that money I owe, I need a drink. Can you pour me one? By the way, I'm going to sing karaoke here. Goodbye. Leave. I've seen something here at the Whirling Gart, a thing I need to talk about.
What thing?
He rolls his eyes. I saw a sign that said the mess hall is reserved for the Union.
Yes, not the whole damn Union, thank God. Just the nastiest and loudest faction.
He tosses his head in disdain.
They come here in the evenings. Dumb, unruly types. Think they're big shit. But they're good customers. They place big orders and always pay on time.
We should find out who this Lord faction is, occupying the booth. Loudness means talkative, and we need info.
He gives you a meaningful nod. Find out who is in the Union box. How do we find them?
We don't. We have to wait. They'll show up sooner or later. Men get hungry, even striking men. If not today, then they'll be here tomorrow.
He looks toward the booth.
There are these things called days. You sleep between them. He's saying they'll come after you've slept. Just making clear you got that.
Gart, I saw a sign that said I couldn't go into the kitchen. Why can't I go into the kitchen?
What are you, a cook now? That's none of your business.
Maybe I am a cook. I have a search warrant, but I'm really hungry. But there may be something pertinent to the investigation in the kitchen.
He wasn't pan-fried. He was lynched. What could the kitchen possibly have to do with...
He rolls his eyes. He changes his mind.
Fine, okay. The kitchen is closed until 1 p.m. because the cook is working. You can snoop around after that, if you must.
There's something else I want to ask about.
What?
By the way, you should come back to this thing-based questionnaire if you see anything interesting in the whirling later.
Interesting. Gart, I saw another thing at the whirling. I need a drink. Can you pour me one?
Do I have a shaker in my hand? Is this a shaker?
He points to his empty hand.
It's not a shaker. It's nothing. He's holding nothing. It is but an imitation.
No, there's nothing there.
Am I wearing a little bow tie? Am I wearing a bow tie and doing this?
He shakes the imaginary shaker furiously. He's real mad about the bartender thing.
Am I smiling? Do you see me smiling and shaking my little shaker? No. Do you know why?
Why? Because you're not a bartender?
That's right. I'm the cafeteria manager. I'm glad we cleared that. Was there anything else?
5 XP.
Play it calm. This man needs to understand you need a drink to help the community deal with police stuff.
Fine then, I had something else I needed. I am an alcohol-operated detective. If you want me to clean up the dead body and solve the case, then you need to insert alcohol into my mouth. I want a fucking drink, asshole. You don't understand the seriousness of the situation. I'm an alcoholic. I need my fix.
Even more reason for me not to serve you, sir. Was there anything else you needed, other than alcohol?
By the way, I'm going to sing karaoke here.
Absolutely out of the question.
Absolutely in the question. First we find a sad banger. Then we sing this place to shit.
Hell yeah, brother.
Your body is ready, sire.
Oh, that follow-up was excellent. Alright, goodbye. Leave. Alright, there's still 2 people in here we haven't talked to. Let's chat with this gal next.
Hello, sweetie.
The elderly woman turns to you with a smile.
Wait, who's Sweetie?
Leave. Does that mean you like me? Who's Sweetie?
Why, you are, officer.
Tell me about Reggie. I've heard people say my body is ready for years, in various contexts. I didn't know that was a reference to anything. I just thought it was part of the language. I'm no Sweetie. Look at me. Maybe I am? I'm no Sweetie. Look at me.
Your mustache and your chiseled jaw and that silly dimple on your chin.
I don't want to talk about the dimple anymore. That stupid dimple has only brought me suffering. Dimple or not, I am a bitter man. The years have taken their toll. Thanks. I appreciate it.
You must forgive me. I'm getting so scatterbrained. I completely forgot to introduce myself.
She slaps herself on the forehead. Talking to Lena, the cryptozoologist's wife. Oh, that's awesome.
I'm Lena. My husband Morel and I are staying with our friend Gary just down the street, but I come here for tea when they're away.
Her eyes glitter over the rims of her glasses as she looks up, smiling.
This Lena is wacky enough for the motley crew. Hire her on the spot.
You seem to be in a chair. How'd you like to roll with me? I don't know if you've noticed, but I don't know where I am or what I'm doing or anything. Sweetie needs money. Do sweeties get money? I've got to get going now. Leave. You seem to be in a chair.
Yes, dear. I'm a paraplegic.
A paraplegic is someone with limited or no ability to use the lower half of their body. Paraplegia is caused by spinal cord injuries, like falling from a great height, or a grenade explosion.
Thanks for clearing that up for me. Let's move on. I'm sorry, it was rude of me to mention the wheelchair. Let's move on. There's something inspiring about a woman on the front line leading her platoon of men.
No, dear. I'm not quite that old, although I was injured in the line of duty.
I feel like I was in a war. Were you a mountaineer? Were you a tightrope walker?
Nothing so extravagant, dear. Though what young girl doesn't dream of soaring over a crowd?
What did you do then?
I was a training and development manager at a rapidly expanding mail-order shoe company. You'd think it would be a safe job, but I had to be everywhere, and, well, once I happened to be under some faulty scaffolding. I was lucky. This was almost 20 years ago, and I was compensated exceptionally well. One can only dream of such payoffs nowadays.
She runs her hands over the chrome wheels of her chair. Both of these are proceed, so I'm sorry, it was rude of me to mention the wheelchair. Let's move on.
That's quite all right. I'm used to people asking questions. I know they're thinking about it anyway.
How'd you like to roll with me?
Whatever do you mean?
Her eyes light up. Nothing, I was thinking of the lyrics to a song. Want to roll with me? I want you to be my wheelchaired partner in fighting crime, ridding backyards of corpses, catching sequence killers.
Sequence killers? Oh my. But I think you already have a partner, sweetie.
She sounds impressed.
A partner who needs you to help him get a corpse down from a tree.
Kim, of course, I forgot I had you. I know, but there are also side mysteries, sequence killers, and forays into the paranatural. You're probably right, Kim.
It seems to me that you lucked out with your partner. He has the look of an upstanding officer of the law. Someone you can lean on, and sweetie, you are looking unsteady.
Ain't that the truth? I don't know if you've noticed, but I don't know where I am, or what I'm doing, or anything.
Yes, officer. You look rather dazed. Like a stunned fox. But surely things can't be that bad.
Her eyes follow your movements with some concern. Yeah, I'm blowing this whole thing out of proportion. Forget I said anything. I hope you're right. I hope it's not too bad. I drank so hard, I forgot literally everything.
Oh my. You know where we are, right?
It takes a moment to process. We're dead, haunting each other. We're ghosts. A war zone at the edge of the world. I don't really know. Some seedy hotel? On Insulinda? The Whirling in Rags cafeteria? It was on my keys.
That's right. And where is the Whirling in Rags cafeteria itself located?
The edge of civilization. In hell. We're all in hell. See, I have no idea.
We're in the city of Revachol, dear.
She flashes you a worried look. Okay. Honestly, I don't know diddly squat about Revachol. What kind of place is this?
How would I even begin to tell you? Revachol is the most beautiful city in the world. We're fortunate to be here, you and I.
Her gray eyes widen.
I haven't seen very many other cities personally, but everyone says so. Revachol is a rare jewel. This city used to rule the world, though it has seen better days.
There's a pause as she studies your expression. You must look quite lost.
Speaking of history, you know what year it is, yes?
We got this from the calendar upstairs. It's a bad year in my late 40s or 50s. I don't even know how old I am. All I know is we are approaching the end times. Sure, it's the year 973. It's the spring of 51.
That's right, dear. How splendid. Here, take this pen. Knowledge should always be rewarded.
We got a kind green ape pen, I think is what it said.
Her relief is palpable. She was getting pretty worried about you there, but now she relaxes her shoulders.
I can tell that this is taxing for you, so I'll just ask one more question. What regime are we living under? What mode of government?
Cop. We are living under the cop regime. Radios are being used to control people's minds and distort our perception of reality, concealing our true masters, foreigners, and women. Oh, why does it have to be so damn salient? We are governed by intelligent machines that perform calculations to determine the freest market. Everyone hustles and grinds like a badass visionary. Our leaders are fierce warriors who traverse the plains on steeds. Civilization cowers before us. Some kind of democracy, maybe? I'd like to think it's the dictatorship of the proletariat, but something tells me it's not.
Oh, sweetie. It's really not. There used to be people who thought that way. Other people who wanted those things, but they all went extinct.
She smiles a sad smile.
Revachol is a zone of control led by an alliance of foreign powers called the Coalition. We have almost no government of our own, and certainly no dictatorship of the proletariat.
I like that she at least obviously sympathizes with the commies.
But they still have cops.
I don't even know what to say. I'm so disappointed. If there's no government, how come there are cops?
Oh dear. And you were doing so well. There aren't any cops in Revachol, not in the traditional sense. The status of law enforcement has been a complicated matter since the revolution.
She shakes her head, suddenly very worried.
But we should stop for today, sweetie. You look like you need a break. Besides, I'm not the best person to explain the big things to anyone.
She's scared now. She's realized you really are brain damaged.
So how did I do? What is the revolution you mentioned? Who could tell me more? Conclude. So, how did I do?
You were doing quite well up until the end there. It does look like you're having trouble remembering things. History and places. Remembering reality in a word. It's very odd.
A sigh. The lieutenant buries his nose in his notebook.
But maybe a fresh set of eyes is what the world needs. And while I'm no doctor, such bouts of amnesia are often temporary, so I wouldn't worry too much.
What is the revolution you mentioned?
A defeat, I'm afraid. The people of this archipelago tried to build something new, something different. The rest of the world didn't like it, so they came and ended it. This was 42 years ago.
But I'm a cop. Whatever it was hasn't stopped me. What does that have to do with there not being any cops?
It has something to do with everything. I really don't know how to explain it better.
Who could tell me more? Conclude.
Someone more educated in sweeping matters. Maybe you should ask.
She turns to the lieutenant.
No, I'm not an encyclopedia. I won't be a guide either. I'm a detective.
He looks away.
Of course. Then I don't know. Someone rich, maybe? Wealthy people are educated. Though I don't know where you would find a wealthy person in Martinez.
New task. Get a reality lowdown. Sweetie needs money. Do sweeties get money?
Oh, sweetie, I heard your conversation with the manager about your financial troubles. When do you get your next paycheck?
Her expression becomes very serious. Red check, medium 10, 42%. Tug on her heartstrings. What is a paycheck? I haven't seen any paychecks.
You must be joking. Although our pay does sometimes feel like a joke.
He pauses, reflecting.
It's not easy to assert your right to a decent living wage when you don't have a strong union behind you. Maybe you should talk to Everard, the union leader.
Interesting idea. This Everard sounds powerful. Maybe you can wrangle some coins out of his pocket.
Let's try it.
Try to force a tear out of your duct. Really rip into the whole emotional aggression thing.
Fucking shit. It's all over for me. Of course, I shouldn't have asked you. Stupid me. Oh god, I'm going to die on the street, aren't I?
Officer, get a hold of yourself, please.
He leans in so that only you can hear, but his tone is forceful.
Sweetie, I'm sorry, but I think you need more help than I can give you.
She looks distressed and even a little frightened. Okay then, proceed with a gulp. Let's change the subject.
Oh, no, I'm so sorry. I don't have money for you. If there's anything else I can do for you, just ask.
So my morale took damage, you saw just then.
Of course, dear. Good luck with your case.
She gives you a small wave. So we did get this. Kind green ape pen. A pen with a green ape head on one end. The ape has closed its eyes, a kind expression adorning its face. It seems to be meditating. Find out who is in the Union box. Gart has told you some unruly Union men gather in the mess hall of the Whirling in Rags. They're not there today, but most likely they'll eventually show up. Keep an eye out for them. Get a reality lowdown. You have no idea where you are. Lena encouraged you to ask others to explain the world to you in greater detail. Perhaps try a rich person? Rich people are educated. Alrighty. Let's get out of here. A heap of snow melts in this wheelbarrow. The street sign reads, "Fuck the police." Pigs go home. The street name is illegible.
The RCM in Martinez. What can I help you with?
The young woman looks up at you, the gardener. Later, I have some questions for you. You sound surprised.
We don't see a lot of police around here, that's all.
I have some questions for you.
Of course. What can I help you with?
Who are you exactly? I have to run. What is this fuck the police business? We need directions.
Of course. Where to?
Thanks, that's all for now. West, south, east, north, where am I? I'm looking for a dead body.
Oh, that's right there, in the yard.
She points north.
She's relieved someone has come for it. Finally.
Where am I?
What do you mean?
Just tell me where we are, okay? I'm disorientated. I don't know where I am.
Yes, sir. District of Martinez. This intersection is called Roundabout North.
She looks around, thinking what else to say.
He knows where we are. He just wants directions.
The lieutenant seems uncomfortable with the level of disorientation you are displaying. What is up at the north?
There's the pier, the Cape Side apartment buildings, some more tenements. Not a lot, really.
What is in the east?
The harbor gates, some kind of commotion, I think. I don't follow the local politics. A fleet store, too.
She shrugs. What is in the south?
Some shops and a bridge. The canal bridge leads to the coast, but it's broken, I think. Some kind of accident, probably.
What is on the other side of the canal?
Just coast. There's a little fishing village there, and a fish market. But that got closed down ages ago.
What is in the west?
It's just water. No, actually, I think they call it the Martinez Inlet. There are some islands in the bay, but they're hard to reach.
She looks at the water, squinting. Thanks, that's all for now.
No problem.
She nods, brushing a fleck of soil off her cheek. What is this fuck the police business?
Excuse me?
She doesn't understand.
She's uncomfortable. Maybe you should drop this line of questioning.
Never mind. This street sign says fuck the police. Point to it.
Oh. Well, I didn't write it there. I'm just sitting here.
She cranes her neck. What about the other sign? Pigs go home. Who are these pigs? It's alright, I didn't mean to startle you.
I don't know anything about that either. As I said, I didn't write it.
Pig is a widely used term for members of the police. It's not loving.
No need to worry. We are not saying you did.
The lieutenant steps in.
Okay. Well, I didn't.
She leans back, shoulders relaxing. Who are you exactly?
Me? I am just a gardener.
Good to meet you, Just a Gardener. Another question then. Or, cool, and what are you doing here?
I'm working.
Working on what?
I have a greenhouse in the yard there. I've been trying to get some work done.
She gestures over her shoulder. But?
Well, as you already know, there's a corpse there, hanging from a tree. It smells pretty bad, so I have to take breaks.
Don't worry, miss. We are here to clean it up. You can get to work soon.
Thank you. My head is about to explode from all the salts I've had to inhale.
She smiles politely.
Of course.
I have to
I
run.
won't hold you back.
Leave. She wipes her brow with the canary yellow glove.
Her gloves. You get the feeling that you need them. You have a dead body to deal with after all.
No, those gloves aren't really my style. Leave. One more thing. Can I borrow your gloves?
Sure, keep them. I have another pair.
She hands you the rubber gloves with no visible annoyance. Item gained, yellow gardening gloves. Thank you. Leave. So, +1 interfacing. Bye-bye bugs. Thick latex gardening gloves in classic canary yellow. Maybe you should retire. Take up gardening as a hobby? It's worth a thought. Alright, very good. And it occurs to me there was I forgot to check out this guy. Sleeping dock worker. A man is sleeping at the table wearing mud-caked boots and rolled-down overalls. The back of his shirt reads Wild Pines, encircled by a logo with a tree.
A colourful piece of plastic is dangling from his carabiner. Makes your fingers itch.
Continue.
On the counter, rolled out of his open hand, you see a blister pack of headache medicine.
Lieutenant, who is this?
No idea. Looks like he works for Wild Pines, a logistics company who owns and operates the harbor.
But why is he sleeping during the day?
Possibly because there's a strike going on in the harbor. There's not much to do aside from drinking and sleeping.
Pick up the pills.
The man does not mind. You probably need them more than he does.
Item gained, magnesium. That's the healing item for morale. You lose. Game over. Either for running out of health or running out of morale.
You've just picked up some magnesium. This item is stored in the bottom left corner of the screen above your character portrait. Use magnesium to heal your morale if you have morale damage.
Inspect the piece of plastic on his carabiner.
It's a dock worker's ID, doubling as a shift card and a job permit. A young, able-bodied man stares back at you from the photo. Santiago S. John.
Physical instrument, formidable 13, wake him up. Interfacing, medium 10, steal the dock worker's ID. High, 72%, but it's a red check, it cannot be retried.
Your fingers find their way into the shackle, flicking open its spring-loaded gate. The metal loop holds the plastic ID and a leather-bound pocketbook.
And the man?
The man emits a loud snore. Is he about to wake up? Doesn't look like it, but you never know. Better be quick.
Does the lieutenant see me?
No, he's looking the other way, perhaps purposefully.
Steal the document.
You slip the plastic ID card out of the loop and pocket it. The man continues to snore.
Item gained, dock worker shift card.
Just for the record, you look nothing like the man on the document.
Swipe through the pocketbook and take what's inside.
You find a black paper note with a woman's profile on it. Seems like this woman lived centuries ago. The note says 5 real. It feels nice and greasy.
Very good.
Yum yum. Money. Think of all the things you can buy with this. The synapses in your brain fire with glee.
Close the carabiner.
The sleeping dock worker has little to say about your actions. He remains silent.
Physical instrument, formidable 13. +1, ruckus, talking to guard. Wake him up.
You gently shake his shoulder, but nothing happens. This man could probably sleep soundly in a ship's engine room.
Leave. Dock worker shift card. A standard issue dock worker shift card doubling as a worker's permit. The bottom left corner holds a picture of the man this item used to belong to. The two of you look nothing alike, just so you know. Alright, very good.
Before you stands a motor carriage. The bodywork is covered in blue and white livery, bearing the number 57. Vapor emanates from the large engine on the back of the vehicle. It hasn't had time to cool off yet. This must be the infernal machine that tore you from oblivion. The Police Kinema motor carriage.
Leave. Open the door.
In the cabin, you are welcomed by a set of steering levers, a radio microphone on a hook, a pull-out toolbox under the seat, and the soft glow of the fuel preheater gauge.
Let's see. Close the door, leave, tap on the fuel preheater gauge, run your fingers over one of the steering levers, pull out the pull-out toolbox, pick up the radio. Tap on the fuel preheater
As
gauge.
you tap on the gauge, the indicator pin jerks as if startled. It's in the large orange sector, indicating the engine is warm. Next to the gauge is a red switch labeled heat.
There's no use pressing the heat button. It won't start without the ignition key.
He says and jingles his keys.
Translation. We're not going anywhere right now. Alternative translation. Don't even think you can drive my MC.
Run your fingers over one of the steering levers.
The white suede feels luxurious under the touch, and the metal clutch handle so very familiar in your palm.
Pull out the pull-out toolbox.
A metallic drawer slides out from under the seat and clicks into place. The tools inside are neatly organized.
Take what you need, officer. It's going to be a long case. I'm not protective of my tools, like some men are.
He's clearly a little protective of his tools. But what can you do? Work is work.
Take the red-tipped pry bar.
The pry bar feels nice and cold in your hand, heavier than you'd think. Useful for opening all sorts of doors and lids.
Take the rubber-handled chain cutters.
The handles are long and sleek. Snap, snap, go the cutters in your hand. You can do good work with these. Cut chains, locks, and ropes, especially belts.
Take the hand-cranked flashlight.
It's robust, weatherproof, and well-made. Police issue, blue. Lets you see things in the dark you would otherwise miss.
Push in the pull-out toolbox.
The pull-out toolbox slides back into its nest. Preheater gauge casts a warm glow on the steering levers and the radio on its hook.
Pick up the radio.
The frequency tableau lights up, and the green button labeled Prime Line glows like a feline eye. And then you hear something. The soft purr of electrical kittens, radio waves cast far and wide over the metropolis. A woman's voice greets you through the static.
This is Precinct 57. Hello, Lieutenant. How may I assist you?
Hello, Alice. Please assist our colleague from the 41st precinct here. I'm putting him on.
Operating the radio is easy. Just be confident. You've probably done it 1,000 times.
Come in, dispatch. Come in, dispatch. Come in, Delta 10. This is Firewalker Coffee. Hi, Alice. This is the officer from the 41st Precinct speaking. Nice to meet you.
This is Officer Alice Demetri, Precinct 57. How may I assist you?
A voice replies in the radio.
Under the green prime line, a yellow saved button catches your eye. You wonder what the lieutenant's default radio station is.
Let's see. I'm done with the radio for now and call. Ignore Alice and press the button labeled saved. I need you to connect me to a civilian. I was told I need to connect to my station, the 41st Lazarus. Could you connect me to the 41st Precinct? I have something I need to report. I need you to connect me to a civilian, a Sylvie. She may have reported a murder.
Of course. What is the number, officer?
Actually, let's not do that right now. Kim, didn't Gart give you Sylvie's number?
Yes, hold on. Her number is 005 1944 298.
The lieutenant takes a look at his notes.
Received. Hold on, officer.
Wait patiently. Start slapping a marching rhythm on your thighs. Wait patiently.
Lieutenant Kitsuragi slowly begins to tap a little rhythm with his right foot. Quite a lot of time has passed.
Officer, I have Sylvie Malaika on the line for you.
She finally returns.
Yes, hello?
A female voice greets you through static. It sounds like she's a million miles away from here. Hello, this is the police calling. I have some questions for you about your last days at work. Sylvie, I believe we've met before. This is me, a detective from the Whirling in Rags.
Oh, right. Hello, officer. What can I do for you?
She recognizes your voice almost immediately. I think I got everything I need, thanks. End call. Was it you who called the police? You quit your job at the Whirling. Why?
You mean, why did I leave the bar? Honestly, I'm not really comfortable discussing it with you, sir.
You can hear her tense up on the other side.
Why not?
Alright, I won't push you on this. Are you ever coming back to work? Conclude. Okay, did you leave because of Gart? Wait, why aren't you comfortable discussing it with me?
Let's just say I left because I needed to get away from someone.
The static wavers. Get away from whom?
You know whom.
Okay, did you leave because of Gart?
What? No, why would you even think that?
She stops abruptly. So you do agree that quitting your job just because someone asked you out is an overreaction? Sylvie, don't be afraid of that pig. You have to stand up for yourself. He told me he asked you out. Are you saying it didn't happen?
Please, don't bring Gart into this. It's none of your business. I already said I don't want to talk about this. You're messing everything up again.
Was it you who called the police?
No, not me.
Okay, next question. Do you know who made that call? But why didn't you call? Didn't a corpse behind your workplace bother you?
What? Of course it bothered me. But I thought the union already knew about the corpse.
I meant us. You should have called the police. What does this union have to do with anything?
No one calls the police. The union would get angry.
You can hear her adjust the receiver in her hand. What do you mean by that?
You know, what the union says goes. People listen to them and they take care of their own, which is like everyone here.
She seems to be looking for words. I see. Maybe there's something else you can tell me about. Back off. Push on. Tell me, why exactly did you let a corpse hang in your own backyard for weeks instead of calling us? Looks like there's a limit to my authority then. I am the authority around here. Wait, Kim, lower your microphone. Is she speaking truth? The union is the law around here?
Legally, no. In reality, yes. Martinez is de facto policed by the dock workers union.
He looks around.
Words are not necessary to feel the lieutenant's discontent for the situation.
I am the authority around here.
Okay.
She obviously doesn't want to challenge your authority. You feel much better now. Got 5 XP. Respect my authority! Tell me, why exactly did you let a corpse hang in your own backyard for weeks instead of calling us?
I didn't want to get in trouble with the others.
Push her further. Show her the error of her ways.
Let me get this straight. You ignored the law to save your own skin. I see, don't worry about it, I understand. Back off. What others?
The other people who live around here. Local people. I didn't want trouble.
Okay, I understand. What trouble?
You don't live here. You don't understand. Squealing is frowned upon here. Everything is dealt with, well, by the union, internally. Please, I just didn't want any trouble.
You hear static, her chin rub against the receiver. Then... Okay. I'm not gonna do the... Even though I did the authority check. So, I see. Don't worry about it, I understand. Back off.
You do? Oh. What else can I do for you?
She sounds relieved. Do you know who made that call?
No, sorry. I don't. Not a lot of people have phones around here. Copper thieves take the wires.
She clears her throat.
People don't have the money to have the cables put in again. They use the union's phone, or the one on the coast.
So the union has a phone, and there's one further down the coast. Got it.
It was someone else. We'll find them sooner or later, officer. It just might take a while.
Task updated. Okay, next question. Back.
Yeah, go on.
I think I got everything I need, thanks.
I do hope so. Please, don't call me again. Bye.
She's ready to hang up. Red check. Hi! +1, guard asked her out. -1, said you're the authority. +2, inexplicable feminist agenda. This is a red check that cannot be retried. Empathy, medium 10. Wait, why does she seem angry with you?
Yes, you have obviously done something to upset her at the Whirling in Rags when she was still working there.
Wait, before you go, you're mad at me, right? Tell me, what did I do? I can't remember anything.
I'm not mad, it's just... You were so drunk and so emotional all the time, and then the skua thing happened. Just made me want to quit.
The static sighs again. What skua thing?
The stuffed bird, the great skua. You threw it against the wall while screaming, "Fuck that bird," and laughing like a maniac.
I did shit like this back in my heavy drinking days.
I think you said it had been giving you shit ever since you got there.
This sounds like me, alright? This doesn't sound anything like me. I love birds. Bitch bird got what was coming to her. Why do I always end up screwing everything up?
It was a pretty bird. There since I started working in whirling. I really liked her. We call her Scotty.
So you're telling me that I was the one who made you want to quit?
Yes, obviously. You were the worst client I've ever seen. And I have seen so many assholes in this place. I've had sailors fighting, union guys grabbing my ass, kids stealing booze. Once a guy was glued to the karaoke machine every night for 2 months. But you...
She pauses. I think I've heard enough. Back off. Go on. I want to know what I did.
Well, you were worse than all of them. Honestly, you were getting borderline aggressive. Even about little things like not turning down the volume at 3 a.m. I even liked one of those songs you kept listening to on repeat. No more. I hate it now.
Right, was that all? Hold on, which song?
We Go On by the O.O. I can't listen to it anymore. You've turned it into a parody.
Level up! 5 XP. Sorry about the song. Right? Was that all?
To hell with that song. Then there was your room. Your project. An experiment to see how bad it can get in there. I tried to send the cleaner, but you wouldn't let me. Threatened to make me understand. I had no idea what you meant, and I don't want to know. And then you screamed something about how you're a piece of shit human being, and why does anyone even let you work as a policeman? That you'd fire yourself, but you can't even do that.
That's it? That's not so bad. Sounds intense. I'm sorry.
And then I had to deal with your toilet. The one you clogged with police documents, causing water damage downstairs in the kitchen. I won't even mention you waving your gun around, harassing customers, threatening to sing karaoke, threatening to kill yourself.
Wait, police documents?
The ones I had to wrench out of your toilet.
What happened to them?
Damn it, I don't remember what I did to your damn papers. I don't remember every little thing I do.
Resentment gives way to concern in her voice.
Especially when there's a hurricane loose. It's your fault for losing them, not mine.
Something in you wants to immediately forget about this, as if there was a reason you threw them away.
Interesting. Okay, I get it. I wasn't a very good tenant.
No, you really weren't. You were simply the worst.
Huh, I don't even know what to say. Girl, just loosen up a little. Don't you ever party? Well, you're the worst tavern wench I've ever seen. I was trying to show you the world of tomorrow, the great panic at the end. I am truly sorry for everything, Sylvie.
God, I knew I shouldn't have brought it up. Just try not to call me again, and let's pretend it never happened.
But when I spoke to Guard, it seemed like he thought you left because of him.
Wait, really? No, this is absolutely not true. I like Guard. I really do.
Didn't he cross the line when he asked you out?
No, I was actually flattered. I've always liked him. It was just bad timing. With the corpse and all that.
There's a pause. You can almost see her on the other side. the telephone cord coiled around her index.
I didn't know what to say to him later. Then you came and destroyed the place. So I left without explaining. I should have told him, maybe.
Understood. Refused to ask. I can tell him. Accept.
Okay, but please don't mess it up. Please don't take out your gun or something.
Talk to Gart for Sylvie. What else did I sing besides the OO? I'm looking for a song.
All sorts of things. From disco, rock too. So much disco and rock.
Was I singing The Smallest Church in Sanson?
Yes, that's the one you like to sing along to the most. The later it got, the more that one came on.
Interesting. You still have to find a copy, though, before you can blast it.
Right. Thank you for talking with me. Take care.
You hear a sigh of relief on the other end of the radio. Wordless, the call breaks. Then, the already familiar voice.
Another 5 XP.
Anything else I can help you with, officer?
Could you connect me to the 41st Precinct? I have something to report.
Just a second, officer.
She put you on hold, the static crackling softly like a bonfire. After a while, you hear an old man greet you from the radio. His rattly voice is oddly familiar.
10-2, 10-5. This is 41st. Come in. Over.
Jules Pidieu.
A scrawny old man sits in a dusty cubicle, smoking, with a large white rectangle sewn on his vest. In front of him is a box-shaped apparatus with an array of wires and antennas. The radio switchboard. The man uses relay code. You've got this. You're a cop, and cops know relay code.
10-4, Station 41. I've got an urgent business. Over.
10-4, message received. 10-5, relay message. What's your status? Over.
Just reporting in. Over.
10-18, state your message, sir.
I need to report my badge missing.
10-9, over.
My badge. I can't find it anywhere. Basically, it's gone.
10-4, message received. This is a very serious situation. I need to 10-22 the captain. Over.
Is it him? What does he want?
A dry voice asks in the background. Jean Vicmar.
Says he lost his badge and needs to report it.
He what? He lost his badge?
Say nothing. Hey, who's this?
This is Communication Officer Jules Pidieu, sir. Over.
No, the other one.
You mean your partner? Over.
What is he saying?
He's asking who you are.
I'm his goddamn partner.
It's your partner, Satellite Officer Vicmar, sir. Over.
Vicmar.
Did he lose his memory along with his fucking badge?
Actually, the man in the background sounds like he's losing his patience.
Who lost his badge?
Chester McLean.
Dick fucking Mullen. Who do you think?
It's Officer Dick Mullen from the bestseller Dick Mullen and the Lost Identity.
He says, fighting off laughter.
Dick Mullen is not your name. It's the name of a fictional detective who would not lose his badge. Defend yourself. Immediately. They're laughing at you.
Come on, operator, tell them to stop. This is serious. Ha ha, officer has lost his badge. Ha ha. Like I'm the first cop to ever misplace his badge. Can't we just move on? I want to get it reported and be done with it.
10-4, I hear you, officer. I'm just going to make a note here that you are in pursuit of your misplaced badge. Over.
Test complete. Report your badge missing. 35 XP. New task. Track down your badge.
Fuck me. Mac, come here. You've got to hear this. Dick Mullen lost his badge.
What's going on?
Mac Torson.
Super Cop here lost his badge.
He lost his what now? His badge. He lost his goddamn fucking badge.
Could you all please just stop saying lost his badge for a moment? Enough with this now. I have other things to discuss.
10-9, come again. I didn't get that. Over.
The animated conversation in the back is making it difficult for him to hear you.
New heights even for Captain Sober.
Ask him. Ask him if he's lost his gun, too.
The speaker gasps for air. The room roars with laughter. Also, oh no.
Sergeant Orson wants to know if you lost your gun too. Over.
Check your pockets. Check your... Holy fuck. Know where it is.
Oh god, it's not here. I don't have my gun.
No. It's gone. It's not fucking on you.
10-9, Commie officer. Did you get my question? We were wondering about your gun. Over.
Drama, medium, 11. Convince them that you didn't lose your gun. Say nothing. Say nothing.
10-1, you're breaking up. 10-9, repeat please. Over.
Drama, don't say anything. I'm not gonna try to lie to them.
10-9, Commie officer. Over.
Remain silent with terror.
Commie officer. 10-9, repeat message please. Did you misplace your firearm? Over.
Just say you lost your gun. Anything else would only make the situation worse here.
That's affirmative. Over.
He says he doesn't have it.
Dear God, he lost his gun. Oh my, I can't.
The man succumbs to laughter again.
This isn't really a laughing matter.
Mac can face a giant of Coco Nur by himself, but Disco here made him piss his pants.
Oh, I can't. Fuck. He lost his ass. He still got his wiener.
I'm not going to.
Ask him.
Sergeant Orson here is wondering if you are still in possession of your genitalia. Over.
I don't need to listen to this. Firewalker out. Turn off the radio. Yes, I lost my wiener too. Just lay off, okay? I left it as... I can't even say this out loud without laughing. I left it... Give me a second. I left it as his mama's after I fucked her ass all night. Tell him that.
That's a negative. I'm not going to say that. Over.
What's he saying? Share with the class.
This is incredible. I didn't get this far last time. We're in new territory, by the way.
He said he sodomized your mother.
The prick ate Mama's vanilla waffles at the captain's birthday party. Some nerve he's got.
Sure, vanilla waffles were the only thing he ate?
Shut up, Chester. This isn't funny. This is my mom we're talking about. Tell him to apologize right now.
Sergeant Orson requests that you apologize for the claims that you made about his mother. Over.
Hey, if you don't like the fallout, maybe don't fuck with the Firewalker. Okay, tell him I'm sorry. It was just banter. I thought that's what cops do.
He says he's sorry and didn't mean nothing by it.
Okay. Tell him to find his goddamn badge and gun. That's the only thing that matters here.
Satellite officer.
No, I think I'm good. I think I'm good without my gun, thanks. I heard him and I'm on it.
10-4, affirmative. Officer in pursuit of his firearm.
New quest, track down your gun.
Oh God,
The man is fighting back tears.
Officer, do you need further assistance? Over.
I am in dire need of financial assistance.
10-4, I hear you. I don't have the authority to grant your request, but...
What does he want now?
He's asking for money.
Is he fucking kidding?
I don't think he is.
Don't give that asshole anything. He's just gonna drink it all.
Alright, that's a negative on the additional funds, sir. Over.
The operator turns back to you. Okay, I heard you. No funds.
Anything else, sir? Over.
This might sound odd, but there's personal details I'd like to discuss.
Okay, 10-4, sir. I hear you. Relay your question. Over.
Wait. Before you say anything stupid, think it through.
What's there to think about? I need information, not fear.
You're going to be looking at a straitjacket if you tell everyone you lost your memory. Be smart about this. Ask if he's there alone.
10-4, sir. I'm not hearing your question.
The radio operator inquires again. Yeah, let's wrap this up. Have I ever told you about my life before the RCM? Any news about my, family? Please refer to me with my full name in the future. I'm looking for my address. I don't know where I live. I wanted to know if you got my badge's description right in your report. Could you read it to me? Name, rank, date of birth? Hold on, are you alone in the room? I need some confidential information about myself.
That's a negative, sir. I got 10-12 visitors present here. Over.
I wanted to know if you got my badge's description right in your report. Could you read it to me? Name, rank, date of birth?
What? What is it? He's still on the line?
He wants to verify the information on his badge.
But of course, it says Dick Mullen, High General of the Revacholian Cavalry Force.
Tell him to stop wasting time.
What do you need, sir? Over.
Any news about my, family?
Excuse me, sir. Over.
You probably don't want to continue on this road.
Nothing, never mind. I just thought you might have heard of them, that's all.
No, sir, I haven't. You're not really keen on mentioning your home life, so I've always assumed things weren't that good on that front. Over.
I'm looking for my address. I don't know where I live. Please refer to me with my full name in the future. Have I ever told you about my life before the RCM? Yeah, let's wrap this up. Conclude.
Then for your address.
Hold up, Jules. He doesn't fucking know where he lives? Did I hear that right?
Seems like it, sir.
No, fuck him. Don't tell him anything. You understand? He's been hellbound for the gutter. Let him have it.
Sorry, sir. Anything more I can do for you? Over.
Please refer to me with my full name in the future.
10-9, repeat message. I didn't get that, sir. Over.
Stop calling me sir and just use my real goddamn name, will you? Say my name.
Sir, I will not have you talk to me in this manner. Over.
Please just say my name, Jules.
What? What is it? What can he possibly still want from us?
He seems intoxicated and keeps asking me to call him by his name.
Mullen's drunk and emotionally aggressive. That's new.
Wrap it up. Don't indulge in his drunken antics.
Have I ever told you about my life before the RCM?
10-4, well, that's,
Does he actually want something, or is he hell-bent on disrupting our work?
He asked if he ever told me about his days before joining the RCN.
For God's sake, cut this shit out! Tell him to stop wasting time and be a goddamn policeman for a change.
Sir, Satellite Officer Vicmar says...
I heard him.
So, was there anything else?
Yeah, let's wrap this up.
Understood, sir. Over.
10-10, transmission completed, standing by. Over. End call with the 31st.
Roger that. 10-10. Over and out.
Pick up the radio again.
This is Precinct 57. How may I assist you?
The operator greets you through the static. Alice, please connect me to Station 41's Lazarus.
It will take just a moment, officer.
Her voices fade out into the familiar radio static.
Gottlieb, what do you want?
You hear a man clearing his throat briskly, then an answer. Nix Gottlieb.
He's carelessly chewing on a piece of hard candy.
I'm in a bad way, Doc, a real bad way. I was told to call the Lazarus. People are worried about me. Just a routine checkup.
Oh, it's you.
The man is unpleasantly surprised. You know who I am? I think I've had a heart attack. I've lost my memory, all of it. Isn't there anything you can do for me? I guess that's it for now. Hang up. You know who I am?
Yes, there's no end to the misfortunes fate has seen fit to rain upon me.
Sure, but can you tell me about myself, as in who I am?
Who? You are? You lost your human visage a while back. Now let's get on with it. I've got more important things to do.
Well, this is not true. I've lost my memory. All of it.
With all the damage you've been dealing yourself with drugs and alcohol, I'm not surprised.
You're not surprised? Okay, anything else?
What else? I'm not a brain doctor. Look on the bright side. You've got a whole new life now. Use it wisely.
It's hard to say if he doesn't believe you or doesn't care.
I think I've had a heart attack.
And you survived it. Congratulations. Are you mobile?
Yes.
Even better. Anything else? I wouldn't worry about that.
Officers your age have coronary trouble all the time. Also, death is a natural part of life.
Isn't there anything you can do for me?
What? You want me to do blood work for you again? Tell you just how bad things really are across the board? You want another rundown of everything collapsing inside your body?
I see your point. Might as well just get back to work. No, that doesn't sound like something I can handle right now. Yes, I want the truth.
You want the real, honest-to-God truth? Stop drinking, eat magnesium and vitamin D. Our station is not a retirement home. We don't have the funds to deal with rock stars past their prime. And no, I don't hear a political commentary on the topic. In fact, I got work to do. Some idiot has glued his eyelids shut with cyanoacrylate. It looks like Mactorson.
It's not fucking cryo-actylate. It's super glue, Doc.
I guess that's it for now. Hang up. Call your station's Lazarus, plus 30 XP. The phone clicks. Suddenly you hear the already familiar voice.
Anything else I can help you with, officer?
Let's try ignoring Alice and pressing the button labeled save. No, that's rude while she's on the line. I'm done with the radio for now. End call.
7, over and out.
Her voice disappears into the void.
In the cabin, you see a set of steering levers, a radio on a hook, a pull-out toolbox, and the soft glow of the fuel preheater gauge.
Close the door, leave. That was an extremely long interaction. A lot happened. Oh, and here's another.
Okay, so we've been monitoring you internally, and now we know your Copo type.
Discard thought. Okay, what am I? Wait, there are Copo types?
Yes. Guess what's yours?
Cool cop? Some kind of weapon cop? I'm sorry you had to monitor me. Sorry cop? I'm sorry, I'm not sure.
Yes, sorry cop. The cop who's sorriest. Let's make it official then, shall we?
Opt in? Fuck it, they should be sorry. You know, actually, I'm not sorry. I changed my mind. Won't the other Kappa types be jealous? Okay, but what are the other Kappa types?
Oh, you know. Apocalypse, Superstellar, the Advanced Interesting Cop, Liquid Shadow Cop. But you're too sorry to say those things. So, here we go?
Won't the other Kappa types be jealous?
What? Jealous of the sorry cop? I think they'll be fine. Don't worry. They'll be super fine. It'll be totally okay. You can dual copy.
I'm sorry. Opt in.
Of course you are. It's okay. See if you can get something out of this, like info. Or maybe every time you say you're sorry, you get $1 million.
Rigorous self-critique. It's a new thought.
That won't happen.
Alright. Lot to look at here. Starting, we got all those tools. Pry bar. Equip this to open locked containers in the world. The red-tipped pry bar has Carson T Heavy Duty engraved just below the handle. It is satisfyingly heavy and perhaps one of the most useful tools to carry around. Chain cutters. Equip these to open locked containers in the world. The meanest looking pair of cutters you have ever seen, made in Gottwald by Walsham Werkzeug. No chain, wire, nor barbed fence will ever stand in your way again. They look hungry, ready to chew steel. Flashlight. Equip this to discover secret orbs in shady areas. A police flashlight bearing the logo of Grundstellung RAO. The small dynamo packed inside this handheld illumination device theoretically gives you the ability to produce a tiny amount of electricity anytime, anywhere. Okay, who made the call reporting the crime? Keep searching for the caller despite lacking any obvious leads. This might take some time. Pay for damages. Well, that ask your station for additional funds didn't do us any good. Talk to Gart for Sylvie. Sylvie asked you to talk to Gart and tell him she's sorry. Go to the cafeteria manager and relay the news. Maybe it will help you somehow. Track down your badge. It's unclear how you should go about finding a tiny piece of plastic in a world as huge as this. Maybe you'll just stumble across it down the line. Miracles happen. Track down your gun. Someone must know something about your lost firearm. Maybe a district authority like someone high up in the Union, or someone local who saw you with it before you passed out, the Whirling's absent bartender. You could also ask the local pawn shop. Find any information you can on the gun. Alright, these are done, done. Got a new thought. We won't be internalizing this one either, but rigorous self-critique. -1 authority, embarrassment to the party is the temporary. You're one sorry piece of shit. A cop penitent, a flagellant cop monk. This is not the right line of work for you. You should be groveling at the feet of a feudal lord, providing lurid evidence against yourself at a Mazovian show trial, or ripping the flesh from your back with a cat o' nine tails. Whatever made you this way, you can be damn sure it was your own fault. Do it. Really criticize yourself. Who knows, you might uncover something of importance from your guilt-ridden past. And lastly, level up. So, we want to get conceptualization to 6 as high as possible. You can see the base score is just 4 right now, because it unlocks a thought that gives us lots of passive XP throughout the rest of the playthrough. This is one of the things I did read. So we'll spend our first level taking... It's at 5 because of clothing right now. I'm going to take my base conceptualization to 6. Or to 5, I mean. And off we go. Excellent work. Some great tectonic force has cracked the pavement like an eggshell.
This Postlovantorie mail collection box has been heavily vandalized with graffito. A closer inspection reveals 2 bullet holes in the front.
Leave. Fuck you, mail delivery box. Kick it. Good, mail delivery box. Pat the box.
The box seems happy. Eat shit pig, fucked by the coon, and St. G with a crown have been scribbled on it. Jenny is a whore, and best set mailbox also.
Mail collection box, you should man the fuck up. Been there, Post-L'Aventurier mail collection box. Been there. I feel you, mail collection box.
The mail collection box seems cathartic. Thankful even. So do you. You shudder. Then you swallow.
I got a morale heal. Amazing. Leave. This coin-operated viewer has been banged up, inoperable. To Capeside Apartments, Martinez Pier. To Roundabout North. The ad reads broken window. Tibbs has windows.
This coin-operated viewer is facing southwest. Its coin slot is full of fossilized bubblegum, rendering the machine permanently inaccessible.
Poor little viewer. Pat it. Vandalism. Shake your head. Look inside. Leave.
A thick layer of graffito covers the lenses. You spell out the word Onut, written on the other side, with N and C scribbled backwards. That's Kuno on the lens.
Shift your focus to the background.
Under the graffito, a sea of blues and greys appear. Behind the water lies a coast, studded with concrete and reeds. On it, a church on stilts, lanky weather-worn wooden planks, an X-shaped cross topping its tower.
Saw that on the main menu.
You know this to be the star of Pericarnassus, or the Chiron, the central symbol of the Pericarnassian church, a star, a great moral height to be strived towards. The church looks old and weather-worn. There are no lights in the windows. Around the large wooden building, you see chunks of sea ice gathered on the beach, and a small tent set up on the ice.
Poor little viewer. Pat it.
The metal feels cold and wet under your palm. It looks unhygienic.
Vandalism. Shake your head.
Probably some kids.
The lieutenant inspects the rigged slot.
A simple but clever solution to ruining a coin-operated viewer. It took ingenuity.
If you had a bag in your hand, perhaps you could collect these bottles and sell them.
This coin-operated viewer is facing south. The instruction manual says to insert 25 centimes and pull the handle while looking inside. Then use the focus knob to zoom in if necessary. Why place a tourist attraction in the middle of such poverty?
What's a tourist attraction doing here?
There was a revitalization project in 49. A design studio tried restoring Martinez to its pre-war glory. It didn't stick.
The lieutenant looks around and concludes. What happened?
They got as far as the street lamps and the statue on that intersection. Then something went sour. I suspect that something was Evard Clare, the union leader. He muscled them out. It's how it usually goes around here.
He lowers his voice. Cool, I dig organized crime, it's the best. Say nothing. Can't we do something about it?
We should have done something about the union 10 years ago. That ship has sailed, officer.
Insert a coin.
Your money disappears into the coin slot. A clunk. The ring of metal.
Pull the handle and look inside.
The curtains on the display open. You lean in to catch the view. It's blurry. Different blues and greens. In the middle of the shimmer stands a drab grey shape, like a ghost.
Turn the knob to focus your vision.
The lenses shift. The ghost sharpens into an islet in the bay. In the ruins, a man-made structure is visible. A half-sunken sea fort. Its concrete almost reconquered by nature. It looks as if it was abandoned quite some time ago. Nothing but a rotten tooth remains of the anti-aircraft tower. A lonely birch tree grows out of it.
There are ruins of some kind of building there.
Really? I don't have the eyesight to make it out.
The lieutenant takes off his glasses and cleans them. Leave. That was another 5 XP. Good stuff. You hear the distant squall of seabirds. Yellow plastic bag. Fleet. It's a tool. This plastic bag, equip this to collect tear from the streets. This plastic bag has Fleet written on it and a Seek written on it in a dynamic, forceful manner that implies great prices. As you crack it open, a malty gust of air flies in your face. Smells of yeast and beer, a perfect place for tear. Very good. Well, let's do that. Plastic tear. Hey, alright, getting money. Slowly but surely. Money! A splatter of bullet holes lines the wall. Now, yeah, there's stuff all over the ground in places we've already been, so just... Before I do too much of anything else, let's... Oh. The damage looks like it could have been caused by an earthquake. I just want to go everywhere I've already been. Pick up any tear on the ground that I might have missed. So we're going to need that money. And that's everything so far. Pretty good. There's bottles all over the ground here. Glass tear. Nice. Okay. More up here. A lonely cormorant surveys the sea, indifferent to your approach.
This is a wall on the side of an apartment building.
An impossible conceptualization check. Very low, 3%. Why am I looking at this wall?
You have no clue. It's just a wall. So many walls all over Martinez. Weather-worn, cracked, their paint peeling.
Shivers. Alright. Come back later. What's it showing me in here? Not sure. Oh, contains 15 bottles. Alright. I was gonna say, Kim, need you to quit. Money and magnesium. Nice. A garden hose. This won't be of use until the snow melts.
There must be another way into the building.
It's been a week and now they show up?
Chairs and tables eaten by rain and rot. Another splattering of bullet holes on this wall. Orange bum hat, +1 reaction speed, -1 rhetoric. And Nosefed. +1 reaction speed, feeling twitchy, -1 rhetoric, bum brain. An orange beanie with a couple of big-ass holes on the side. It looks like it might have been used as a mask during an armed robbery. Better than nothing. Just a closed door, but you look at it suspiciously. These barrels are half full of rainwater. Rue de Saint-Ghislain, roundabout north. Cape Side Apartments.
Hey, up here, Pico.
There's a girl up there. Did she spill the paint? Inside, the frame of a motorcycle in repair and the tools used to disassemble it.
A sturdy metal door guards the southwest entrance to the apartment building. It's locked.
Knock.
The door rattles against your knuckles, but there's no response.
Leave. Almost missed some tear on the ground. Let's get that, of course. And actually, it occurs to me, I can probably use my pry bar.
Yeah.
Very good. Signal blue naval coat, +1 suggestion, -1 half-light. +1 suggestion. Aye, Captain. -1 half-light, officerial poise. This classic double-breasted coat suits everyone, including you. And if you ever find yourself battling winds at the helm of a ship, then the coat's heavy fabric has got your back. even if moths have left a few holes in it. Looks like there was more construction here once, decades ago. Elysium! The belly of this boat shines like it was recently painted. Kim, quit blocking my tear! Seriously, Kim, quit blocking my tear! Thank you. Docking reserved for residents of Rue de Saint-Guilain, 33A. Your room in the Whirling isn't much bigger than this sloop. This is worth more than you'll ever earn in all your life. Interesting.
A striking woman leans against the cabin top of her sailing boat, smiling as you approach. Her green raincoat glistens with droplets. A silk scarf is tied around her throat.
Good afternoon, officers. I'm Joyce.
She extends her hand in greeting.
Joyce L. Messier. I represent the board of Wild Pines, the owners of the harbor. You gentlemen must be from the RCM.
She steps closer and holds out her hand over the railing. Shake her hand, don't shake her hand. What gave us away? What exactly is the RCM? I remember hearing it from somewhere. Joyce L? What does the L stand for? Let's shake her hand.
I'm glad to see you here.
Her grip is tight and cold.
Like steel. There is strength there. If she wanted, she could sink her nails deep into your skin.
Bottles in the fountain? Or did I get them? I wasn't watching chat at all. That's my problem.
I was dispatched to handle a strike, not a lynching. Anything I can do to assist the RCM in this matter, I will, gladly.
That is good to hear, madame. My colleague will take the lead on this interview. I should let you know that he is recovering from an unusual medical episode. Very unusual. But I can assure you of his ultimate competency.
He opens his notebook.
It happens quicker than a shooting star. But did the lieutenant just wink at you?
Gotcha. Okay.
How interesting. I wish you a swift recovery. In the meanwhile, you have my full cooperation, and the full cooperation of the Wild Pines group.
She turns to you, unfazed. You're on a boat!
Why, yes I am.
She looks at the deck under her feet. Green and white sails flutter overhead. Not a lot of people on boats, are there?
Of course there are. We're on an archipelago. How else are you supposed to get around?
She looks around. Wait, we're on an archipelago? Look around. What do you mean, archipelago?
I mean, we are on Le Caillou, are we not?
She raises her brow. Understood. About this boat of yours. Caillou? I thought we were in Revachol.
We are. And the city of Revachol is on the island of Le Caillou.
Still, I haven't seen anyone else sail a boat around here.
I haven't seen anyone else drive a souped-up Capri Kenema motor carriage either.
Actually, that motor carriage has been specially issued to serve as a patrol and pursuit vehicle.
The lieutenant becomes defensive.
It's for crossing long distances in the greater Revachol industrial harbor. It's not a toy.
Neither is this. A toy, I mean. It's a machine for crossing long distances in the Bay of Revachol, between the city and the islands.
The woman pats the cabin hardtop. Does she have a name?
The boat? No. It is called Coeur de Leyte 19, because that's the type of sloop it is.
How do you like it? Okay, but what kind of boat is it?
It's a pleasure craft. A 19 pacer. It also happens to be rated for Category 1 racing. Though these days I mainly use it for business.
How do you like it?
My sloop? I like it a lot. It's the eel's hips, baby.
Her lips curl into a wry smile.
I'm enjoying this part of the interview. It has so little to do with the murder we're investigating.
I really do, the lieutenant thinks. Is she thrown off yet? He's looking at the woman, assessing her
Do you have a license for this boat?
Officer, I assure you I'm a highly qualified pleasure craft operator.
The crowns of her teeth are porcelain, white as the boat's hull as she smiles. Her nonchalance might be related to something called the Wayfarer Act, a law that says she doesn't need a license. Sly Fox, you're not aggressive enough to harass her further on this.
Think I have a handle on the boat thing.
Good. What would you like to know?
Not a lot of people on boats, are there?
We're on an archipelago. How else are you supposed to get around?
Wait, we're on an archipelago? Look
Yes,
around.
we are. We are on Le Caillou. I haven't seen anyone.
Actually, it's for crossing.
Neither is this.
Hmm.
A toy. Good.
Tell me about Wild Pines. What do you do?
What we do. I'm afraid I don't speak for Wild Pines as a whole. It's a giant undertaking.
Fair enough, tell me something else. So what do they do?
The Pines' core competency is logistics. Container shipping, freight, that sort of thing. See those airships there, blinking? Those are the shipping side of things.
She points to the small dots on the horizon.
And that is the terminal. Another subdivision deals with energy, oil and gas exploration, offshore platforms.
Then to the east, toward the harbor.
The Wild Pines Group is one of the original Revacholian Indo-tribes. Companies awarded royal monopolies by the king, the suzerain himself, centuries ago. The king is long gone, but several of the Indo-tribes remain.
Got it, tell me something else. How much money does Wild Pines have? You're in good company, it seems. Who are the other Indo-tribes?
Son Baptiste, Elysium, an unknown entity known as Brightest Star.
You're in good company, it seems.
Why, thank you.
She does not register the real meaning of the remark. How much money does Wild Pines have?
I'm not at liberty to discuss the company balance sheet, but I can tell you that last year, the company booked more than 20 billion real in revenue.
A billion?
The money I owe is so much less than that. Numbers like that mean nothing to me. That's it? I thought Wild Pines was supposed to be big time. Wow. What exactly is a billion?
It's a number, officer. A big one.
What is it made of?
It's made of 1,000 millions. A million is made of 1,000 thousands.
Wow.
20 billion is a large number, but the conglomerate employs 72,000 people. They all need to be paid. Then there are capital improvements, interest payments.
A wave hits the sloop. She grasps the mainstay for balance.
A conglomerate the size of the Wild Pines is like a shark. If it stops moving, it will die. Then what becomes of those 72,000 families? It's a tremendous responsibility.
That's all I needed to know about something else. Where does Wild Pines get all these billions?
They started as an exploration and cargo fleet conducting trade between the Samaran and Insulindian Isolas 250 years ago, when pine ships explored the South Seminese and charted Lomantang on behalf of the suzerain. Centuries of care, deliberation, and madness have gone into this endeavor. Vessels pass through the Great Unrest to re-emerge with apricots in tow. The logic of the system is totalizing. It's taken everything from its employees to build it.
It probably helps to start out with a royal monopoly.
You know more than you let on. Certainly it helped, but most of the original Indo tribes have failed or been absorbed. To survive, Wild Pines had to grow and adapt. No suzerain did that.
She takes a sip and looks you over afresh. What does such a huge system want with a place like this? Look around.
You mean aside from being the terminal's legal owners? Who are responsible for moving 8% of the world's cargo?
She gives you a little smile. 8% of all the cargo in the world? That's quite the endeavor indeed. You don't keep it moving, the workers do. The company is nothing without them. That's all I needed to know about something else.
There are no minor cogs in the system. Each terminal must be accounted for, lest the entire system break. Every hiccup in such a system means thousands lose their jobs, the world over.
I'm here to assure that doesn't happen.
Thought gained to the 15th Indo tribe. Not one we'll be doing either, but...
With your help, hopefully, says her warm tone.
I want to say the thing about the workers.
The Pines, and that is...
The Wild Pines group is one.
I'm not at liberty...
A billion?
Numbers like that mean nothing to me.
Yes, past a certain point, numbers begin to seem imaginary. But they are quite real for the 72,000 employees who depend on Wild Pines for their paychecks. A conglomerate the size of Wild Pines is like a shark. If it stopped, you mean aside from being the terminal's legal owners, who are responsible for moving 8% of the world's cargo?
You don't keep it moving, the workers do. The company is nothing without them.
We built this district.
She says calmly.
All the best parts of it. Rue de Saint-Ghislain, with its bastions. The plazas Meteor and Mosaic. Even some of the old street lamps have been put back thanks to the investments from the WP.
She points behind you where the seawall rises.
Before Martinez was swallowed by the industrial harbour, even before it was part of Revachol, long before Terminal B was erected here, the Pines built it as a resort for its Revacholian employees. A company getaway, for a weekend or a summer holiday. Then came the revolution. But that's another matter. I'm here to make sure the Pines can fulfill their responsibilities to the place they built.
She takes a sip.
With your help, hopefully, says her warm tone.
What can you tell me about this strike?
Everything. Right up to, but not including, trade secrets.
She smiles. I have other questions. What is your role in this precisely? Wait, what if I want to hear about trade secrets?
First, you'd have to repeal the Emergencies Act of Trade in Aliments. That gives me the right to silence. It's quite the octopus.
An octopus? I will slay it. How do I repeal it then? Wouldn't want to disturb an octopus, better let it be.
Why? By throwing off half a century of foreign domination under the Coalition. Unfortunately for you, the Coalition also leases you the right to police West Revachol.
You'd be shooting yourself in the foot, in other words.
Leave it alone.
But I am derailing us. You wanted to know about the strike.
What is your role in this, precisely?
I believe the official title is Senior Labor Negotiator. In practice, I'm a grocery clerk. I relay the union's demands to Wild Pines and return with Wild Pines' counteroffer.
And how are the talks going?
They're not. That's the problem. The union stopped all negotiations a week ago, after that awful lynching took place.
Wait, she just admitted that the lynching and the strike are connected.
So she did.
Now they won't even let me into the harbour. There's a 2-meter-20 racist behemoth blocking the gates.
So the strike is connected to the lynching?
Yes, I believe there is a connection. But that's a subject for later.
Her eyes narrow. Tell us more about this behemoth.
What can I say? The union employs a giant covered in tattoos. A racist giant. I guess that's part of their big tent organization now.
How were the talks going before the lynching?
Let's say I was not making the kind of progress I'd hoped for when I first arrived.
And when did you first arrive?
I arrived 3 weeks ago. Yes, in the middle of February. The bay was still partially frozen then. I prefer to do these things on site, like the RCM.
She thinks.
But the strike began in December.
He looks at his notes.
I wasn't the original negotiator here. I took over after Mr. Gaumont hit a wall with Mr. Clare, the union boss. Mr. Clare refused to speak with Gaumont despite concessions he'd granted the union in prior negotiations.
This isn't the first time the union has gone on strike?
Heavens no. There have been 2 prior strikes. Both times the union won significant concessions, including overtime pay and a medical plan. This time their demands are more, I guess you could say, aggressive.
What happened to this Gaumont?
Mr. Clare told him to... how did he put it?
She pauses to compose herself.
Fuck off, midget. Gaumont is short of stature, you see.
Good lord. Okay then. Cool. Not cool.
Keep in mind, This is a negotiator Mr. Clare has worked with before, and who was more than fair with him and the Union.
What are their demands?
There are leaflets everywhere, and banners. What did they say again? Oh yes. Every worker, a member of the board.
Most of the workers probably don't know what that means.
Forget it, I wanted to ask something else about the strike. Seems like they have no idea about business. Over-aggressive commie posturing. I don't know what to think about that. I like it.
Then you might also like their other slogan. Demand democracy.
Oh yeah, that's a good one. Nope, that's weak. Not hard communist enough for me.
Personally, I agree. It lacks the pizzazzo of every worker a member of the board.
What exactly do they mean by it, though? What's the demand?
It's quite simple, you see. Every time the Wild Pines group makes a decision, about what? About anything really, it needs the signature of each of the 2,200 workers in its Martinez terminal. Just so you understand, this is but one of 22 terminals owned by Wild Pines. Essentially, not only are they kings of the company, they are also kings of the 72,000 employees of Wild Pines Group.
That's pretty funny, I have to admit. What are you going to do? Proceed. The workers can't be kings, the king is king. The king is dead. Long live the workers!
That may well be. It's not up to me to decide who is king, but as negotiations go, it's not a swell start.
What are you going to do? Proceed.
I'm not sure. Naturally, I assume that was just their opening position, a hard-nosed tactic with a side of mockery. But there's been no follow-up, just the same nonsensical slogan repeated over and over again. And now, people are getting lynched, I hear. Behind the whirling in rags. A disastrous situation if there ever was one.
Excuse me, from whom did you hear about this lynching?
The lieutenant looks up from his notes.
I first heard it from the bowyer at the gates. The one whose very name advertises his aversion to work. I think he said it was Commie Manana.
Her reply comes quick.
This checks out.
Tell me about this union boss, Mr. Clare.
Everard Clare is a man of the utmost integrity. If you can say one thing about him, it's that he always puts the interests of the workers first.
Really?
Of course not. Everard is fantastically corrupt. I imagine he has a thick, viscous goo where you and I have blood.
Say nothing. Is he that bad? He can't be that bad. Is he that bad?
He is the most corrupt individual I have ever seen, and I deal with men like him for a living. If there is anyone more venal, more irredeemably nepotistic, then it's his twin brother, Edgar.
Wait, there are two of him?
Yes. Edgar looks exactly like his brother, except for that lazy eye. He also talks exactly like Everard does, and when one's term as foreman is up, the other takes over. It's how they circumvent the term limits, you see, with a funny little switcheroo. While in office, they've embezzled God knows how much of their workers' dues.
Let's take this back to the strike. What about the union itself, outside the Brothers Clare?
The Débardeurs Union was once a perfectly normal institution. 20 years ago, anyway. It must not have been easy to establish under the Emergency Act, but they did it. I can respect that. Organised labour at its best, as they say. Then something happened in the local chapter elections. The Brothers Clare came and transformed it into a... how do you say...
She hesitates, looking for the right expression.
A mob. The Débardeurs are a crime syndicate. Sad as it may be, I suspect we'll be forced to cooperate with them.
The lieutenant says succinctly.
Refreshingly honest, officer. The company has tried appeasing in the past, but I'm afraid our concessions have only emboldened Everard and his brother.
She nods. She turns to you.
And your opinion, detective, if I may ask. I'm a curious and talkative person, you see. Would you say the Débardeurs Union is...
I prefer not to have an opinion on these things. Basically a socialist mob, a giant leech sucking the life out of Revachol, an effective advocate for the rights of local working men.
Why do you think so?
Her voice is calm. There is only curiosity there.
What she calls corruption is simply an aesthetic category.
They're good labor men. Can't fault them for a little corruption. Hold on, Karis. I think I'm about to say something awesome. Well... Sounds like they're all Revachol. I'm all Revachol too. To hell with the rest. Fascist. Between Everard the Human Leech and Measurehead, this union sounds like a motley crew. I'm into it. Wink. Here we go. Talking in aesthetic categories is the privilege of the overclass. From what I've seen, most people are just trying to survive.
Point taken. But enough about Everard. What else can I do for you?
She falls silent. The crow's feet in the corner of her eye deepen. She looks to the city behind you, then to the coast. One more thing. You said... Okay, now you can go. I was going to say some commie shit. I thought you'd want to be here for that. One more thing. You said something happened in the elections?
I'm glad you asked. There was a woman, the previous forewoman of the Union. She disappeared.
Disappeared?
Yes. On the last day of the local chapter elections, her daughter phoned in and said she wasn't running anymore. Or coming to work. Ever. End of story.
This forewoman, her name?
Eerie. It happens. Some kind of extortion, properly. This forewoman, her name?
Sadly, the company records do not even give a name. She's just forewoman in private correspondence. Holly. I don't even know if it's a sir or given name. And I don't have access to the Union's files.
Eerie. It happens. Some kind of extortion, probably.
Indeed. The company suspects foul play, but there's nothing they could do. It was a Union matter. The point of the presentation is, these kinds of things happen around the Clares. Watch out when you're dealing with him.
Thank you for your concern, ma'am. We'll be just fine.
That's all I need here. Let's change the topic.
Of course. How else can I help?
What can you tell me about this lynching?
Quite a few things, I'm afraid.
She falls silent for a moment, contemplating something.
The information I'm to share with you includes sensitive trade secrets. For the sake of my employer, I have to ask for your names and badge numbers.
Secret task complete. Interview the Wild Pines rep. 15 XP, level up.
Of course, ma'am. We should have introduced ourselves. I am Lieutenant Kitsuragi, from Precinct 57.
The lieutenant hands her a piece of blue plastic.
And this is my colleague from Precinct 41. I'm afraid he doesn't have his badge at the moment. I hope mine will suffice.
He points to you.
How curious. Why is that, Detective?
She returns the lieutenant's badge and turns to you. Remember when my partner told you I'd recently suffered from an unusual medical episode? My lost badge is related to it.
I see. So, are you saying you lost your badge during the course of this episode?
She looks increasingly worried. Yes. I could have eaten it for all I know. I don't remember anything. This world, this city, nothing. It's possible. After a night of heavy drinking, I lost all memory of my life and the world.
Oh dear. I suppose this does explain some of the more curious turns in our conversation.
She sighs with compassion, sadness even.
She must have been suspecting something for a while now.
As I said, ma'am, his technique may be very unconventional, but he is an officer of the RCM.
The lieutenant interjects.
Of course, I sympathize, but I'm afraid I simply can't share anything more until I've seen that badge.
New task, Joyce's info on the lynching.
She's a professional negotiator. She should be open to some sort of mutually beneficial arrangement.
How do I negotiate my way out of this? Red check, +1 sympathy for your amnesia. And I'll find it somehow. Let's talk about something else until I do.
Of course. But before we do, officers, let me be perfectly clear.
She grabs the mainstay and leans toward you.
The situation is extremely volatile. The sooner we can speak about this lynching business, the better for all of us.
You seem smart. I need someone to give me a lowdown on this reality we're in.
This reality?
She pulls her hood closer around her neck.
Yes, reality is your side case.
I love the way that's put.
An experimental side case.
Actually, now is not a good time for a reality lowdown. Maybe later. No time to explain, just give me the lowdown. It's related to that medical episode. I have trouble remembering even the most basic terms of reality. I'm conducting a personal investigation into the world I find myself in.
How truly curious. A sort of philosopher detective.
Actually, that's not why I need you to give me the lowdown. My theory is that this inquiry into the nature of reality will ultimately converge with our murder investigation. They are really one and the same.
Are they now?
The lieutenant cocks one eyebrow.
A deep synthesis. I'll assist you however I can then. Go ahead. Ask.
5 XP.
Alright, we're in. I know these all look good, but begin with the first, okay?
I'll listen. I'll listen, Encyclopedia. Where are we?
We're in Martinez, baby.
And what is Martinez? Baby?
A casual term of endearment popular among the 50-plus crowd. It's a disco holdover, pay it no heed.
I'm a disco holdover myself.
Aren't we all?
She smiles.
She refers to your corresponding ages.
And what is Martinez?
Martinez is a district of Revachol. A very small district tucked away near the industrial harbour, north of the 881 and Jamrock.
She looks around, her green raincoat flapping in the wind.
You would be excused for not knowing about it. Unimportant, they say. Forgotten, even. Shelled to smithereens during the Revolution. It has its charms, just not this time of year.
She shrugs. Tell me more about Martinez.
I'm not a good ambassador. I've only been here once before, as a teenager. Not a lot has changed. There are ruins, a terminal, fishing boats, reeds, boys with boxy shoulders.
She closes her eyes.
As I told you, Martinez used to be a province, a workers' resort before the city swallowed it and the artillery did its part. Now the reeds are the real star of the show here. The further down the coast, the wilder it gets.
You mentioned a sea. What sea is this?
It's not really a sea, it's the Bay of Revachol. And the bay feeds into the ocean.
Are we near the ocean?
Yes. We're on an island in an ocean, the world's largest body of water, the Insulindic.
Known to the early Revacholians as Les Immensités Bleues, the blue immensities. Vast, lukewarm and unknowable, flowing in and out of sight.
What's the name of this island?
Caillou, as you already know. Imagine a pebble. A smoothed-over pebble amidst a great blue sea, misshapen, cracked. The cracks are the River Esperance. We're in the delta of this river, on the 6th branch, the Martinez distributary.
It is clear this pebble is of enormous value to her, and to humanity at large.
She looks to the waters. Tell me about another, perhaps even more fundamental aspect of reality. Okay, that's Martinez. What's Revachol?
Revachol? Revachol is what you call a city.
What kind of city is Revachol?
The great kind.
As if it's self-explanatory, beyond patriotism, a fact.
What makes Revachol great?
History, detective. They built this city to resolve history. Our part in it, at least. Our centuries.
And why will it resolve history? When was Revachol built? Okay, who built this city?
The nations of the Occident, or migrant workers from Seminine and Ile-Marat, depending on your creed.
When was Revachol built?
In the DeLorean century. 380 years ago.
And why will it resolve history?
They say it's where the terrible questions of our time will be answered. The tensions are highest, the fault lines deepest. By that I mean conflicts. Ideological conflicts. The stuff of men.
Why here?
We are standing on a fertile, self-sufficient island able to sustain up to 200 million people in the middle of the Insulindic Ocean, the world's connective tissue. It's where the money is.
She smiles. So we're in an unimportant part of an important place. So we're on the periphery, basically nobodies. So we're pretty much at the center of the world. So we're in an unimportant part of an important place.
I think it's fair to say so. Martinez is about
She points across the water where the skyscrapers rise.
22 kilometers from the center of the world. That soldering iron is the bank of the world building. The bottom floors are Insiacom. Coalition government, Insulindian Mission Command.
Look to the sea.
Silence. She lowers her hand. The water, the light. It's as though you're seeing it for the first time. There is no recognition, only the immensity of the sea and the cold radiating from it.
Say nothing. Observe the large body of water swelling, cold. I don't know any of this. Where are we?
Where we are. I have no truer answer to give, unfortunately.
She watches you closely. She watches you closely as you scan the horizon.
This is one thought you need to complete. Where are you?
Jamais vu. Derealization. Okay.
Was there something else you wanted to know? I remember something about a lowdown.
This has been informative. Thank you, ma'am. I'm sure my memory-impaired partner has many more questions to ask, about even more fundamental aspects of reality.
He turns to you.
Might I suggest not asking them all right now? Messier will be here later too, and tomorrow. Isn't that true, ma'am?
Absolutely. My commitment here is long-term.
You're right, Lieutenant. I'll continue later, but I want to know everything now. I want to be lazy if I don't do it all now. A blind one. Hi, Progress.
That is understandable, but perhaps it's better not to eat all your candy at once.
Indeed. I'm always at your service.
What times are these?
These are unimportant times, Detective. You and I were born after the dust had settled. 1,000th of a second too late.
She puts her finger to her lips, then points at you. But I'm definitely going communist. That's aligns with my views the best, so at least for the first one. Too late for what?
For the big time.
Her eyes light up. There's a flash of teeth. What's the big time?
The revolution.
Huh, and what is this revolution I keep hearing about? She says.
It's quite easy. Every 100 years or so, our species gets together to decide what's next, who gets shot in the head, and who gets the mineral rights. It's a real kerfuffle.
That's enough about the times. When was this kerfuffle? Who got the mineral rights? Who got shot in the head? Would you say it was a bunch of apes duking it out?
Why, of course. We're talking Duke Out Central. Full swing intra-species warfare.
And the apes, were they evil?
No. I would say the apes were neutral.
She looks at you, her gaze sharp. Sounds like evil to me. Okay, neutral. They're good apes, actually.
On the other hand, maybe you're right.
She turns north to the bombed-out buildings lining the waterfront. Who got shot in the head?
Those would be the communists. Generally speaking, 40 million people got shot in the head during the World Revolution. But the communists, they all got shot in the head. Oh, and the anarchists too. They shot them well. So well, one forgets they even existed.
She likes the totality of it.
Did the communists and the anarchists shoot back? You could say they got totally shot in the head.
Indeed. They piled them in mass graves in Ozon. And, well, that's the last anyone heard of those people.
Did the communists and the anarchists shoot back?
Did they ever? Before they got shot themselves, they shot 2 million people.
Truly a kerfuffle. That's a tragedy. Sounds like they should have shot more people in the head then.
This does not represent the official RCM opinion.
The lieutenant says from behind his notes.
Don't worry. Klas Mazov shot 15 million people in the head. But that was all the way over in Grad.
Anyone else get shot in the head on the opposing side?
Oh, lots of people. Even the king got shot in the head, or thrown beneath a horse, or drowned. Accounts differ. It was unceremonious. Just as well, he wasn't actually the king. Just the king's nephew.
She shakes her head.
The real king abdicated and lived out a long and productive life as a venture capitalist in Grad.
Smart king. Cowardly king. I loved that king, fucking communists. I don't care about kings. Tell me one more thing. Cowardly king.
I prefer the term risk-averse. King Guillaume was nobody's fool. He could smell a PR disaster brewing, so he got out alive, and his nephew Fricelle got shot in his place. Him and tens of thousands of his wonderfully fascist kingsmen. It was a wild time.
Who got the mineral rights?
The liberals got the mineral rights. And by mineral rights, I mean everything.
She looks up to the sky, then inland at the crumbling city. How did the liberals win it all? Okay, and by liberals you mean...
Liberals are usually middle-class people, Detective. Or the remaining gentry. The beneficiaries of the pre-revolutionary arrangement. Some were rich enough to stay with the Constitution, with monarchy. Big mistake. Others bet on the revolution. They were called the ultras, or ultra-liberals. They fared well.
How did the liberals win it all?
They didn't win so much as survive. We were the last ones standing when the war ended. Everyone else got shot in the head, remember?
We. She's one of them. Of course.
If everyone got shot, who was there to surrender to?
To foreign intervention. The coalition. Those people really took the mineral rights.
Who are the coalition? Wait, you just said the liberals already took everything.
The liberals took everything that wasn't nailed to the ground. The coalition took the ground. The ocean, the laws, and the people.
She stomps her rubber-booted foot.
The coalition of nations. Grad, Mesk, Vesper, Messina, Oranje, and Sur-le-Clay. The armed center of the world. They landed here and ended the revolution. It was the moralist thing to do.
And I forgot, who are the coalition? Moralist?
The moralists believe in keeping everything exactly the way it is. They believe in mineral rights, and not shooting people in the head. At least not in the same manner and volume as the others do. They are the long-standing provisional rulers of Revachol now, the coalition government. This is their zone of control. They embolden the RCM with crumbs of the same law they took. Technically speaking, you are a moralist.
The color of moralism is blue. The official motto of Moral Intern, or Moralist International, is a blue forget-me-not, a piece of grey sky. Unofficial. For a moment, there was hope.
Not just technically, practically, for a moment there was hope. If always picking the option that doesn't commit to anything, then hell yes I am, and also not. I don't think I'm moralist, ma'am.
Of course. Not easy to be moderate about head shooting in your line of work.
When was this kerfuffle?
The turn of the century revolution? Don't answer it. It's a trick question.
She smiles mischievously.
The revolution began in '02 on the Isla of Grad, though by the end nearly the whole world had gotten involved.
Who started it?
It wasn't a who, but a what. A pandemic of Zarat, a particularly virulent prion disease, which the authorities in Grad proved unable to contain. Then Marzolf came along and overthrew the government.
What did this Zarath do? Where did it spread from there? What did this Zarath do?
It made people overthrow their governments.
Wow, no way. Wow, really?
Of course not. It was a highly infectious microorganism that destroyed brain tissue. The actual causes of the revolution were material. Pandemic only provided the spark.
Where did it spread from there?
From Revachol and Grad? Not far. The world managed to cauterize itself. Marzolf's government was overthrown in '08, and the coalition crushed the Revachol commune 2 years later. It was the end.
What came next?
Why? You and I, officer. Our lives in the zone of control.
She spreads her arms, raincoat flapping in the wind.
Something tells you her life and yours are not that similar. Maybe it's because she has a boat and you have that necktie? A pair of pants?
What happened in the rest of the world? What is the zone of control? Our lives are very different from each other.
No doubt. But we share the same time and position on the planet's crust.
That counts for more than you think.
What is the zone of control?
A city-state divided into free market zones under the everlasting interregnum of the Coalition of Nations. And you, of course, the citizens' militia.
The clatter of typewriter keys fills the main hall of the reappropriated silk mill. Precinct 41. Chad Tilbrook presses enter. Outside, Officer Elfboy Williams slams the door of an armored motor carriage.
The zone of control is the third incarnation of Revachol, after the failure of the suzerain and the commune.
What happened in the rest of the world?
Modernity. They developed the marvels of the inter-easlary communication. Telematic milieus, radiation, colored plastics. Meanwhile, in Revachol West, the aftermath continues for the 5th decade.
51 minus 8 equals 43.
Amazing. It's been like this for how long exactly? Wait, you're saying it's been like this for 43 years?
Time flies.
That's it then, another topic. What have we been doing all that time?
The 20s saw a decade of urban war, west of the river leveled, offshore platforms in flames. Still, it's regarded as an improvement on what came before. 08 to 19 was simply hell.
And after that?
The 30s? Things settled down in the 30s. Revachol East transformed itself into the world's largest tax haven, with the international community's blessing. For the first time in a long time, it seemed like things were going somewhere.
Were they?
It was a market mirage fueled by cocaine and quantitative easing. The 40s dispelled it like a cold splash. An insular white, you might say. And here we are.
She curtsies. I love this game so much already. This is amazing. A market mirage fueled by cocaine and quantitative easing.
Welcome to reality, baby.
Task complete. 70 XP. Get a reality lowdown. Beautiful.
For her to be where she is, Wild Pines Group must have picked the right side.
Which side was Wild Pines Group on?
They picked the winning side. That's why they're here, and others are not.
They chose wisely. They got lucky.
Perhaps it wouldn't have turned out that way had I been in charge. I might have bet on the king and led the Pines to doom.
You would have sided with the king?
I would have sided with the cannons. If you'd seen the calibers of the things, you might have too. Perhaps it's better I was born when I was.
She thinks.
10 of the 14 Indo tribes got it wrong. Feld, Kupri, Tricentennial. So I suppose I would have been in good company.
That's enough about the times. What would you have done differently?
Good question. What would you have done differently?
She cranes her neck. I asked you, who are you in all this? I would have sought a medical solution. Sounds like Zaroth drove these people mad. I would have killed more, 400 million, if that's what it took. I would have positioned myself very precisely. I would have made it out, with the mineral rights. I don't know what I would have done differently.
I see. 1/10 of humanity. The key of history is in the lock. Keep turning at any cost.
She's unfazed. Until the middle class, the gentry, and the workers are all gone and the age of man is over. Until it's all mine, every pigment-drenched black leaf of money in Revachol. Until this insanity is crushed and Revachol reigns as suzerain forever. At any cost! Until humanity is free and the age of capital is past.
Past? That's what de Briever, the leader of the Communards, said, before she got a bullet in her head. Don't get me wrong.
She cocks her head to one side. There's sadness in her voice.
Capital is finished. But understand this. Its end won't free anyone. It will only lead to more suffering.
Opinions expressed here do not reflect the official position.
The lieutenant puts down his notes for a moment.
And what is your official position, Lieutenant?
She turns to him.
My position, ma'am? My parents got ripped to shreds in the revolution. I would have gone the same way. I was saved by being 2 years old. That's my position. The abattoir.
Understandable.
She nods. That's enough about the times.
They are what they are. Who knows? An afterbloom may yet come. Anyway, enough sentimentality. Is there anything else you want to know?
Not so fast. Who is she in all this? Ask her who she is. She owes you an answer.
I want to know what you are.
Hmm.
She hums.
She won't maneuver her way out of this one.
Say nothing. What are you?
I am the vilest of the vile. A traitor. A devourer of nations and infants.
She says with a sudden flash of teeth.
I am an ultra.
She raises the corner of her mouth, smirking, revealing a canine.
I don't understand what's so vile about that. Cool, I liberate pretty hard myself. Wait, what's an ultra? Yeah! Dios mío! A liberal!
Yes. I am the nether creature of the Forbidden Swamp. I pushed the king under a shit wagon and betrayed the revolution. My kind surrendered the nation to financial colonists.
She nods slowly.
I can see you thought we'd gone extinct. After all, no sane person identifies as an ultra-liberal anymore. Not in broad daylight. You're a man of the left, no? Tell me, now that I've uncoiled myself, are you repulsed?
She looks into your eye.
In her green eyes you see a mixture of truth and self-satire. Decades of guilt and pride.
You're a monster. I forgive you. I forgive you, but only because you're charming. I don't care. You're a monster.
That's a pity. I hope we can remain collegial, despite the fact that I'm a high priestess of the capital. Don't take it personally. It was only business, as they say.
She bows.
Honestly, I may have even preferred it, had the communards won. Who knows? They might really have built something better. But they didn't, because they lost.
She pauses.
When the dust settled, the Liberals were the only ones left to clean up the mess. By virtue of their survival, they were handed enormous power to shape the future. This was all our last generation managed.
She turns her gaze to the Delta. That settles that. Would you have done something differently?
With due respect to our overlords, the eternal caretaker government that keeps Martinez a monument to the efficacy of its artillery, I would not have relinquished sovereignty to the Coalition. Not here in Martinez, and not in the Stella Maris or Delta Beachheads either. If not for my own sake.
She realizes her small, cold fists are clenched. She loosens them.
Then for my daughters. We had an obligation to defend our sovereignty. We should have burned the whole Isola down rather than let them have it.
Dark orange flames reflect in her green eyes. An oil fire on the ocean.
You have daughters, you're a patriot, you're a smart woman.
Perhaps. My intellectual vanity will be my undoing.
Her earrings chime as she nods.
You're no dummy yourself.
No, her intellectual vanity will be my undoing.
And the crown on your head as you lay in the casket.
You're a patriot?
Yes. I suppose I am.
Another level
I
up.
wouldn't be a patriot anywhere but here.
Seditious talk, man.
The lieutenant puts down his notes and gives her a look. You have daughters?
Yes. Whatever else I am, I'm also a mother. And a wife. Now, shall we return to reality?
She closes her eyes, then opens them again. What is this? Spread your hands.
A bird? A sphenicid? A flightless bird of the polar regions?
She tilts her head. Keep guessing. Am I really that awkward? I meant, what is this place here?
Ah. This is the pier of Rue de Saint-Ghislain, 33A, where the tenants have been kind enough to rent me a slot.
She spreads her arms almost as wide.
Or two.
She looks around. What is Rue de Saint-Ghislain, 33A?
A pre-revolutionary tenement. Old buildings are called tenements, you see. And new buildings, bâtiments. After, les bâtiments nouveaux. But 33A and 33B are not nouveaux. They're old.
She looks up at the crumbling facade.
This one used to be 8 to 10 stories tall. A real high-rise by the standards of the last century. Built to mirror the skyscrapers across the bay in the Delta. That was before the war, of course.
Who lived in them?
Mostly the urban middle class, I believe. This was once primo real estate, before the cannons lopped 4 or 5 stories off.
Splat, splat.
From a dilapidated balcony, a young girl in odd clothes gives Joyce the evil eye, a red paintbrush held to her throat.
Wonderful.
What is that? Point to Cindy the skull.
The girl in the old lady rags.
No, I meant something basic about reality. Yes.
Looks like a sullen and rebellious member of a teen infraculture.
Infraculture?
Yes. You and I belong to the supraculture. We're common, the herd. The music on the radio, the food in the chain restaurant, those are all too popular for the girl in the old lady rags. She prefers a fantasy world, an infraculture with its own dress code and vernacular. It is an illusion, I'm afraid. There is no refuge from the supraculture.
Ain't that also the truth? Okay, now explain the same thing, but to a child. I understand everything. Make it more complicated somehow.
I can't. That's how simple it is. One may dye their hair green and wear their grandma's coat all they want. Capital has the ability to subsume all critiques into itself. Even those who would critique capital end up reinforcing it instead.
Jesus fucking Christ! This game's bar after bar after bar.
All right. What next?
She pauses to take a long, leisurely sip of tea. Capital has the ability to subsume all critiques into itself. I've said that. Well, I'm certainly not the first who's said it, but many have said that, and the more I watch, the more true it seems.
Suddenly, you're not so sure you're part of the supraculture.
No punches held, .exe. Let it go. I think I may be part of an infraculture.
And what would that be?
Her eyes go round with surprise. I don't know, I just feel it. Cop. Disco.
I can see that, yes. I dabbled in those dark arts myself, not so long ago. I assure you, it was a thoroughly supracultural phenomenon. All permeating. Downright mandatory.
She smiles enigmatically.
Nothing infra about disco, baby.
We got this covered. About another basic reality term. Your disco?
Those days are long behind me. And even in the early 30s, I would say I was more of a new girl. Disco was a minor, but still enjoyable facet of the whole thing for me.
She looks inland with sarcastic wistfulness. The new?
The new. A cultural era. And the name of the decade it ravished. The 30s. It came out of post-revolutionary Revachol. It was ultra-liberal. It involved lots of partying, as you might imagine, and champagne-colored everything. By the looks of it, that would have been when you came of age. Now.
She raises her eyebrow at you. Got it, let's take it back to Reality Central for the next one. Champagne? That doesn't sound like anything I'd be into. I'm straight edge. Sounds fun. I can't remember a single thing.
Wasn't it Guillaume Le Million who said, if you can remember the new, you weren't there?
For some reason, your mind is a veritable repository of Guillaume Le Million lyrics, trivia, and B-sides. But the time to explore this is when you're alone, facing a mirror perhaps. Right now, it would derail the reality lowdown.
Where are we?
We're in Martinez, baby. A
Oops.
casual term of endearment. Martinez, you would be excused for not knowing about it.
Tell me about another, perhaps even more fundamental aspect of reality.
What is a preposterously expensive education for, if not sharing?
Esprit de corps. Heroic. 8% check, but it's white. What is, think of something close to you?
It remains a mystery what you mean by this something close. This isn't about you. It's about reality.
Impossible conceptualization. What is, reach for something fundamental?
strange coldness comes over you as you look at the world. The waves sway the sloop slowly. That's all. It's on the tip of your tongue, a doubt of sorts, already in your head. But it's not fully formed yet. You have to wait and return to this later, once the jamais vu thought is complete.
Well, that's a handy hint. That's all for now.
Glad to have been of assistance. The little that I know. Anything else?
You seem rich. Can I have some money?
Is what you want to say, but it isn't that easy, is it?
What? Why not?
Look at that lady. Take a gander. Squint your eyes, bub.
What lustrous hair. What nice fabrics.
Why, yes. Tucked away under that sturdy green raincoat, almost rustic in its simplicity, a silk shirt and matching scarf around her gentle throat, while dull orange pearls hang from her earlobes, red from the cold. Her light green eyes scan you, full of knowledge and worry, wealth and all its possibilities. These are the kind eyes of the rich man that seem to say everything is possible, within reason.
Yeah, so?
Now look at you, you misery-clad simian, barely able to tie your own laces. Your armpits are lakes. A scythe of booze precedes you. Your hair sticks to your forehead, and your underwear feels uncomfortable.
What was it you said a minute ago, Karis? No punches held.exe.
You're poor. Poor as balls. You can't ask this person for money. You're too...
Ashamed? I'm not ashamed. What is this feeling? I've never felt it before. I'm a goddamn working man. I'm not ashamed to shake this leech for some dough. As I should be for even considering it. This is a woman and I'm a man. Yes, I should make my own goddamn money by now. I'm a goddamn working man. I'm not ashamed to shake this leech for some dough.
You think your little communism protects you from this feeling. The more demeaning it is to grovel at her feet.
As I was saying, if there's any way I may be of assistance, please don't hesitate to ask.
Her voice breaks the silence, and suddenly you're back again. Nearby, a seagull pecks at a piece of garbage. A challenging volition check. +1, herd of billions. It's a white check. Just say it. Can I have some money?
I am sorry. It just doesn't come out of your mouth.
Damn it.
What it does is surprisingly eloquent, really. The last one, not the first three. Those are ape speak.
Money. I am the scum of the earth.
My. Why'd you say that?
She doesn't know what to say. I'm gunk.
Garbage. You're a police officer.
No, I'm not. I'm gunk. I'm the stuff people have under their fingernails. Let's talk about something else, please.
Shall we talk about something else, maybe?
Her voice is kind. If anything, she sounds a little confused. Thank you. That's all for now. That was an insanely long dialogue, but I loved almost every minute of it.
Of course, Detective. Take care.
Hey.
Autosave! Look around. Who? Me?
Yes, you. Word on the street is you're ready to start building communism again.
Again? How come there's word on the street? Again?
Yes, you're ready to start building communism again. You've built it before. They've built it before. Hasn't really worked out yet. But neither has love.
Love has worked out really well for me. I'm a love winner. Yes, we should all stop building love. Can't argue with that.
So, what about all that communism you've promised to build? Word on the street is you've woken up from 1,000 years of slumber, promising to erect a version of communism many times greater than any attempted before. Is that true?
How come there's word on the street?
You keep saying things like, down with the bourgeoisie, eat the rich, sodomize the land of the who have more than 25 real in them. Murder all human beings.
I've said some mildly left-wing things, but none of those. I haven't said anything like that. Oh, right, that sounds like me.
Funky style. Very funky. So tell me, do you have any questions before we fire up the big communism builder? Or do we get right down to it?
It's too tiring. I don't have it in me. I'm beat down and broken. Opt out. Roll up your sleeves and start building communism. Opt in. Wait, first, what's this communism even about?
Failure. It's about failure.
I don't do failure. Failure?
Yes. Abject failure. Total, irreversible...
God damn it!
On all fronts. Absolutely vanquished. Beaten. Curb stomped and pissed on. Until you came along. You will reverse the fortune of the workers of the world.
That's depressing! And very real.
You alone, against every living thing, against every human alive. 800 trillion real in the hands of an impossibly well-organized ruling class. Towering city blocks of bankmen who have the ears of prime ministers. Million-headed armies of nations and the love of your own mother.
No punch is held, just continues. This is in fact what it is to be a leftist, particularly in the ever more fascist United States of America.
You against the atom, the charm and the spin, where the whole world failed. Matter failed to bend to human will. Human will failed to get out of bed and tie its laces. You alone, single-handedly, will rebuild the dreams of the working class. You are the last communist.
Goddamn right.
Now get to work, comrade.
Roll up your sleeves and start building communism.
Oh yeah. Get the firing squads and the animal wagons ready.
Roll your sleeves up further and breathe in the pristine air. Wait, what? Firing squads? You didn't say anything about those.
Too late to back out now. You can't make an omelette without breaking a few million eggs.
Roll your sleeves up further and breathe in the pristine air. Finish thought. Thought gained. Mazovian socioeconomics. Alright, well. What else we got? I guess that was just tear. Okay. Map. Just some new skill checks. Joyce's info on the lynching. There's something she wants to tell you. You just have to present her with your badge to hear it. Or perhaps if you did her a favor, she could waive off the formality. Whatever the case, you need to know what she knows. Lamau! Goddamn right. Interview the Wild Pines rep. Find the representative of the logistics company who owns the harbor and ask her about the murder. She should be around here somewhere. Get a reality lowdown. Joyce is rich and willing to answer your questions. Ask one. Keep asking Joyce questions about reality or return later. She'll be here whenever you need the info. Let's look at our thoughts. So, Mazovian socioeconomics. Temporary research bonus, -2 visual calculus. Looks like reaction. People think communism was some crazy idea that had its comeuppance 40 years ago. A fever that shook the world never to return again. They were right. Until he woke up today, a spiritual corpse responsive only... Oh, gosh, excuse me. A spiritual corpse responsive only to the call of Commodore Red, prostitutes, and Kraus Mazov. For him, communism is still a thing. He will single-handedly raise the commune of O2 from the oceanic trench where it has been resting, covered in ghosts and seaweed. He is the big communism rebuilder. Come, witness his attempt to rebuild communism in the year 51. The 15th Indo tribe. No research bonus. Wild Pines, Feld, Capri, Tricentennial, Villiers, and La Salle. Names of Revacholian Indo tribes spring into your head, set loose at the mention of Wild Pines. Royal monopolies, octopuses and swordfish, most of them gone now. YBP, Expander, Saint Baptiste, Brightest Star, LUM, Resplendent, Easton Cylindic, Welter, and El Cassette. But isn't one missing? Wait, no, there were only 14. Then why do you feel like there was a 15th Indo tribe? Jamais vu. Derealization. None. We're going to start internalizing this right away. It's the first one that we really do want. It's awesome. Revachol Special Administrative Region, Le Caillou, the Insulindian Ocean, Coalition Government, Insulindian Mission Command. Name after name, and none of them is familiar. They seem real, but something is wrong. You feel like a kid looking at stickers on the fridge. Trevant, the Apricot Company, World Games 34. You can almost see your hand reaching out for them. Scratch at the corners, see if they peel loose. This feels like the most important of all the thoughts. The one you truly must complete. Okay, they've said that twice now. So we really are going to listen. And let's go ahead and level up. Alright, so item is +1, so that's fine. I can get conceptualization to 6, which is where I really want it. But alright. Intellect base, learn skill. So let's level it up one more time. I was going to say, don't I still have another skill point? The answer is yes. I want to take logic up to 6 as well. And that's everything for now. All good. Okay, so with those boosts, I've got 2 conceptualization checks I can try again. Let's try the one with Joyce first.
You're back. Good. What can I help you with?
She takes a sip from her silvery thermal cup. I've got some more questions about reality.
Lessons in basic reality? My favorite part of the day. Go ahead, ask me anything.
She's positively surprised. Let's try this one again. What is... Reach for something fundamental.
Strange coldness. The doubt is fully formed in your head.
Glad to have been of assistance. You're back. Good.
Oh wait.
What can I help you with?
I got a boost here too. Mazovian socioeconomics approved +2. Oh, very good.
Voila, you're doing it.
Help me, I'm poor. I need money to keep living. You seem rich. Can I have some money? Can I have some money, ma'am? Help me. I'm poor. I need money to keep living.
Ah, yes, of course. I'm sad to hear that.
She nods as
How
if...
much do you need?
She nods as if it's self-explanatory.
She's surprisingly nonchalant about this. If anything, your finally asking it has relieved some of the tension.
I would like 0.1 cents. I need 1 real. I need 130 real. I need 10,000 real. I need 1 billion real. I need 130 real.
That's a good sum. Not too small, not fantastically large.
Well, hot damn! She reaches into her raincoat and pulls out a zip bag. In it, you see paper notes arranged like black gills.
She removes a few notes and hands them to you. The paper is cold and oily to the touch.
Well, hot damn! Problem solved!
There must be about 200 real in that zip bag. Maybe a little less. Plus some change at the bottom.
So, I hope I didn't just bribe you, officer. It may not be technically illegal under the Emergency Act, but still.
She returns the zip bag to her jacket. You bribed me, all right. I'm your little peon now. Funny that you're worried about this and not your ruthless exploitation of the entire human race. I'm still getting my head around this whole money concept. You were just helping me out. I want to talk about something else now. I am an honorable policeman, one of the few good men in Revachol.
You're right, man, that donations are permitted under the Emergency Act, unseemly as it may be, as long as they're properly logged with the precinct.
Which he most certainly will do. Now, how else can I help the RCM today, besides supplementing its salaries?
She bows and then raises a single eyebrow in your direction. Thank you, that's all for now. Well, that's amazing. Okay, I want to go retry the wall. Maybe I can do that now. My conceptualization's gone up.
Just an ordinary wall. Nothing to see here.
Still impossible.
Yeah. Why? It's a wall. An ordinary wall.
Why must we stop to look at this wall every time we pass by? We have business to attend to.
Leave. Alright, very good. Okay, it's getting late. You can see me yawning. Oh, and here, at last, is the thing I neglected to read the first time, so... I'm not going to move my camera for this. It's just thoughts. Active thoughts alter dialogue options. Thought bonuses differ for research and completion. Tools. Substances can be administered during dialogue. Tools are context sensitive. Equip them before use. Time. Time passes when picking new dialogue options. Read books to pass time quicker. Tasks. Gain experience by completing tasks or by exploring. Leveling up grants you skill points. Skill points. Use points to unlock skills or unlock or forget thoughts. White skill checks can be re-rolled. Skill checks.